5, 4, shit.
I'm in Dubai.
You're live.
Welcome back. Week 4, Day 2. Starting off at SEMO League LCS Gaming. I'm Steven Show McCarthy, and with me today on the casting desk,
I'm Jack, aka Gucci or Nothing.
joining us back, we're going to be in for a round of games. Gucci or Nothing actually plays on C Nation, which we watched live last night. 2 of their games where they pulled out 2 victories. He's a jungle main, Diamond, so he'll be telling us a lot about the jungle and breaking it all down. Today we're going to be having, our first game will be Fuel the Burn versus Team Solo Bot. Next we'll be watching Thunder Panthers versus Girl Got Carried, and then Team Solid Gold versus Tell No Tales. Up here on your screen you guys will see, and we have the updated standings as well, showing from last night where the teams stand. Girl Got Carried still in first place. With the 2 wins coming out from C Nation, they cemented themselves for a second place spot. Right now we have a 4-way tie for third place with Fuel the Burn, Tell No Tales, Team Solo Bot, and Thunder Panthers. A lot of them are going to be playing today, so we'll see if they move up or down in the standings. Team Solid Gold and the Jackson 5 actually round out in third place. The Jackson 5 showing up really strongly, picking up 2 victories in a row for 2 solid weeks. So let's see if they can keep the momentum going and climb up in the standings as well and get out of that third place tie. So, okay. Jack, what do you think of today's games?
The standings here with the 4-way tie for third, and then with the bottom 2 teams also being even in standings. I mean, we could really see a huge swing in standings here, and we could see a lot of teams rise, and hopefully start to see some separation in the rankings here.
Yeah, I want to see some separation. I want to see what team and how they're going to take down the number 1 contender. Girl Got Carried, still undefeated, going 4 weeks straight undefeated. So, and we know you as a second place team, you guys practice all the time. Do you guys think you guys will be the one to do it?
I'm confident that we're going to give them a really good game, and we'll hopefully come up victorious. But that's in a couple of weeks, I believe, as we start to head into our second round robin in a couple of weeks.
Any secret strats that you guys may have?
I can't reveal anything to you quite yet, but you'll have to see what we come up with and what we show off in our games.
Okay, alright. Well, today, Fuel the Burn is coming off their 50-minute loss yesterday from you guys, which was our last game of the night, which really big cruncher right there, coming down to 50 minutes. Let's see if they can come off that loss and still win against Team Solo Bot. Team Solo Bot's only going to be playing 1 game. We didn't see them last night, so this will be our first time seeing them for week 4. And then after that, we're going to be seeing if Girl Got Carried can actually stay undefeated versus the Thunder Panthers. And then Team Solid Gold versus Tell No Tales. We do have some subs this week for, I don't know, not for a lot of the teams, but for some of them going on tonight. I know Team Solo Bot has a sub for George the Slayer is going to be out, and then Fuel the Burn is just all sub squad with 3 of them missing. So that's probably going to be a lot of impact. Do you think the subs have a really big impact on these teams at all when they come in?
I mean, no. It really, with the subs, it'll really depend on individual performance. If they can, body their lanes, body these fools, as Jensen says. But it's really gonna come down to I guess team cohesion, and if they actually do find a way to come together as a team and win team fights, macro play or something like that. So we'll have to see.
That's one of the things me and Fletch actually mentioned a lot about you guys when you guys play, and I always preach it that you guys practice during the week. How many times do you guys often practice? C Nation does.
I'd say we practice probably 3-4 times a week. Whether it's either all of us or just maybe 2 of us duo queuing or something like that. But it's really important to practice, get that team cohesion down, so you can trust your teammates in the games and stuff like that.
Do you guys always go over, do you guys, when the new patch notes come out, always go over that first, or is there any kind of meetings that you guys have to go over specific strategies you guys want for?
We do talk about champions and which champions we've been playing solo queue, and if we can put those into effect in our games. But I think we should have a patch come out about a week or so. So we'll definitely have to see how those changes impact our games. Not even my games, but just everyone's games in the league.
6.5 should be coming out in about a week. So yeah, I think we're gonna kick it off here for our first game of Fuel the Burn versus Team Silobot. I'm being told we all ready to play. So I'm gonna switch it live here to the champion select. Let's see what they pull out. First ban for Fuel the Burn is gonna be that Ezreal #1 top 3 AD carry. I kind of put him as and kind of favorited in this league. A lot of people going for that blue build Ezreal.
I believe that's targeted at Patrick. I believe that's his most played champion. But we still don't really know where these teams' positions are going, especially with subs being implemented.
And then Kog'Maw, he's been 100% pick ban now throughout, just because how good he is. Lucian,
another 80 carry ban.
Yeah.
This leaves a lot of like the junglers, a lot of top laners as well open that are really strong in this meta. So we'll have to see which champions do get through and who they decide to pick up. Brand also being banned. That's kind of surprising, I'd say. I mean, support Brand, it can do a lot of damage, but he's also really squishy and not too mobile.
Yeah, and with the top 3 AD carries banned out, we're going to go really deep into the champion pool of the AD carries and pull out some AD carries we haven't seen yet before. And the last ban for Feel the Burn is going to be actually Raka. No need to explain there. Everyone hates her. She just heals you. It never does.
Yeah, and that could be in response to the Brand. Support is actually really good into Raka, but by banning that away, they could have wanted to first pick that, or I guess second pick that. But both of these champions are banned. It could have been a Brand mid lane as well. We'll never know.
Yeah, Brand's very abusive, especially with the spells. We saw Brand last night even, and the last ban coming out from Team Solobot's going to be the Udyr. Really strong right now, really popular pick. Everyone, flavor of the month, is banning him out. For a good reason, just for movement speed, max shield, and that ZZ route portal and all the items that go with you. Which are really good. And the first, they're going to really feel the Burn's going to want that Braum. They're going to first pick that Braum. They really want to lock that down. It doesn't really give away anything to the team comp, and it'll give that unique passive with the Winner's Bite and its ultimate, which can be game changing.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that's going to be Ghost of Humanity playing this Braum. I think it's his second most played champion, but he does favor that pretty heavily, or so I've heard. It's Yasuo, however, here. I don't know if it's going to get locked in this early. It would be a bold move to pick Yasuo this early, but Graves, also a really strong AD carry. Gets actually pretty tanky with his build path and just his passive. Sandra being covered. These are some pretty bold picks coming out of Team Solobot if they do get locked in.
Yeah. And I know Death Ward Blue, he can always go Draven. We've seen him on that Draven before and do really good against Grill got carried. But it looks like it's going to be the lock-in for Gragas and Yasuo. Really good knock-up combo there with the Gragas slam body slam to Yasuo ultimate. Let's see how they counter. They're really giving away a lot of their team strategy so far with the first 2 picks.
We'll have to see though. I mean, one wrong Gragas ult and it spreads everyone out. Yasuo will only be able to ult to one person instead of all of them if that's what they were trying to plan on. So we'll have to see how that actually gets executed.
Let's see how Feel the Burn counters that, knowing that they're going to be going into a Yasuo.
The Lux hover here and the Tristana hover. Tristana, we've seen her actually a good amount during these past couple of weeks. Just pretty solid, well-rounded AD carry. That does get locked in as well with the Zac. It's probably going to be top or jungle Zac for smalls here. He played it yesterday against our team actually.
Yeah, yesterday he had some good E's, and then they also made that Zac work. He did go kind of an AP build first off before going tanky, so he did a lot of unexpected damage.
Yeah,
but he was able to make it work even though they didn't pull up a loss. It was a 50-minute brawl. And then Tristana going to be able to look for that late game hyper carry. So let's see if they go for more knockups over here on Team Solobot. Knockups are the name of the game.
We do have Caitlyn and Leona being locked in for Team Solobot. Caitlyn, really good sieging. Also has some poke. Good long range. Will be pretty good versus Tristana early. The spot lane, I feel like the spot lane they'll be wanting to fight fairly frequently with these 2 lanes. I mean, Leona is pretty aggressive, in-your-face support, and Braum can apply that Winter's Bite.
Yeah, and there looks Caitlyn's actually a really good sieger along with Tristana, so they have really two different types of siege comps going in on the towers. Leona's going to be able to dive that back line and ult people to keep them down, while Gragas can maybe provide some of that knock-up for Yasuo. They need a really good, maybe a Nautilus or a Wukong top lane or something with an AoE knock-up to get the full effect for Yasuo, to get that wombo off.
One thing that Team Solo Bot has to be kind of careful of here is their lack of AP. Unless Gragas decides to go Runic Echoes, which is actually pretty popular on right now, they won't have a lot of AP on their team, especially with this Jarvan being locked in on the side of Team Solo Bot, as well as Zed and Vladimir locked in for Feel the Burn. I mean, on one side we have Team Solo Bot here who has very minimal amounts of AP damage, and then Feel the Burn with his Vladimir. He will be able to split push, he'll be able to come into team fights, all get that damage boost down, and actually will bring some AP to the team.
Yeah, and Vladimir is actually a pretty good pick here. He can pull the Yasuo ulti, pull the Leona Solar Flare. His invulnerability comes out. Zed's able to get out of that J4 ultimate, and Tristana's able to hop out. So that J4 ultimate is not maybe only be used as a zoning tool. Let's see how both these teams fight it out here on the Rift. Who are you going to give it to?
I have to give it to, I'd say, Feel the Burn. Right now, though, it looks like Zephyrin is taking exhaust on this Zed. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but I think their comp is just a little bit more well-rounded. They do have engage, they have disengage, they have split push, and they do have that mixture of AP and AP.
I'm going to go against you. I'm going to go with Team Solo Bot. I'm going to say Yasuo gets fed, and so does J4, and they're able to zone out the Feel the Burn and siege down those towers. But let's just get in the game and see who actually wins. Alright.
It'll be interesting to see if we have any level 1 strats. We saw a little bit of aggression yesterday, but
yeah.
We'll have to see if any teams decide to pull out the all-in 5-man level 1.
Well, that's what you guys did in both your games yesterday, both going towards the top lane, I noticed.
Yeah.
All in a line. Do you even plan out who's going to be in front, second, middle, last?
Generally, you want your laner or your player with the most CC to be in front. That way, they can try to land that super early, get that cheesy first blood. Not sure if we did it properly yesterday, but it did work out twice for us.
Yeah, twice, and you both got wins off those invades. So let's see here. Looks like it's just going to be a standard start. Everyone's going to be defending J4 standing underneath this tower with no part in going in that jungle.
And one thing that we see here is Zephyrin did taking exhaust, where Yasuo did take ignite. I actually would have liked to see these summoners switch. I think the ignite for Zed would have given him more kill pressure, and the exhaust for Yasuo would have given him a little bit more safety against that death mark.
Yeah, I think the ignite would help for that early level 6 all in, just to make sure he gets that kill, because you're not going to be able to do that much pot damage from that death mark, and then Yasuo can always just exhaust that and lane and slow him down and maybe knock him up with his tornado in his third Q, but we'll see what happens.
Is Zach Jungle? We'll have to see if he does go this AP route. So it'll be interesting to see if both junglers go Runic Echoes or if they just go the normal Cinder Hulk build. Just gonna get a little bit tankier for their team, but not a lot of early action. They both start their bot side respectively, and they'll go to their first buffs.
Yeah, and honestly, I think a lot of the tanky junglers that are AP like Gragas and Impact are going Runic Echoes because Cinder Hulk doesn't offer them that much for the gold they buy when Runic Echoes does, because Cinder Hulk only stacks off the bonus health, and if you're building it first item, you're not having any bonus health there. So I think it's safer to go Runic Echoes and straight tank. Honestly, you get that extra AP damage, that movement speed, and that little Loon's Echo proc, so it's actually a faster way. He also is going to go in and do a little bit of poke damage down here in the bot lane. We're going to watch some Farm Fest. Both Tristana and Caitlyn have really long ranges, auto attack ranges. Caitlyn more than Tristana towards the early game, and then Tristana outscales her late game.
Yeah. And we see Bromir still level 1. Well, their bot lane from the Team Solo Bot is level 2. Decent trades for Feel the Burn, but I think Team Solo Botch are just all into Braum. Level 1 Braum can't really fight back, doesn't really have any of his abilities to kind of get away from them. That could have been an easy flash for us. We see Jarvan here going aggressive onto Vladimir. Early game, Jarvan will be able to put down a lot of damage onto Vladimir until Vladimir does get that spell vamp and is able to stay in lane.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he didn't take the pool level 2 just to stop from that all-in, so he can just pool right when Jarvan tries to do that EQ combo on him. Looks like junglers are finishing up their first clears, getting those buffs, and let's see what they get from here. It's interesting in their normal path. Zach's going to be doing just a kind of a full clear, not really. He's just going to go over and get that wolf since he has so much more sustain than Gragas. Gragas to go back and get the Hunter's Potion, the finishing. Well, he'll never have to go back. What I like about that item, you just buy it and actually just sustain it so much. Every camp you can kill. Oh, Zach's gonna fly in for an E that he knocks up and lands, follows up with a Q. Vladimir's not gonna follow up, he's gonna want the farm, but Zach does want to fight. The red buff is down, it is burning slowly. The flash comes out from Smalls, EQ away. Will the red buff be enough to pick up J4? No, he will not. He'll survive with 126 health, but at the cost of Zach's flash.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of miscommunication between Vladimir and Zach here. If Vladimir had stepped up aggressively, they probably could have burnt a flash at least. But he just sat back. It's like, okay, thanks for the gank. I'm just going to farm. But then Zach still was being aggressive, and they probably could have gotten more out of that. We do have some aggression there. Oh, if those shurikens hit, that might have been a dead Yasuo.
And if he has Ignite, he can actually W in here. But it looks like Deathborn Blue's going to be here for the gank. Will Zach show up for the counter gank? Zach's right there. It's going to be a 2v2. They don't know it yet. Zach flies in. It's not going to. Actually, Zed pulls up the first blood, and then the double kill. They're able to turn it around. Zed's able to turn around on both of them. Zach was able to fly in and knock up that Yasuo just in time.
Yeah, that was it was a questionably timed gank there. After seeing Zach in a topside ganking, you always got to be aware that he could just come back down to mid, which is what he did. And Team Solo Bot doesn't even have a ward on the topside, so there was really no way to tell if Zach was coming. Could have played it a little bit safer, but we'll have to see what Zaffron here can do on the Zed with 2 kills and an early BF and double longsword already. So he is going to do a lot of damage.
Oh, yes. Early BF, I think he's going to be rushing that death Rockfar item. Zach's going to fly in, he's going to miss his E, but land his Q. That's going to be enough to slow him. Will Vlad follow up? No, he won't. He's going to win that farm. Farming away. And then
I believe Zach is taking Thunderlord, so it will be that AP build if I have to predict which kind of build he's going to go. As you can see mid here, that 2 kills really hampering Yasuo. But here we have a little bit of a skirmish here. Patrick is level 6. He does have that Cataclysm, but he does not choose to go in.
Yeah, I think it's smart because Zach does have his passive up, so he can just stay back and live. And then J4 has such low health there. He didn't miss that EQ combo, but it looks like Zed's going to go in. Will he go down for the death mark? He had the death mark to decide not to go in. I think he thought red buff was going to be enough to finish him. He wasn't. Is he going to follow up? Nope, he's just going to drop a ward and get him out of lane. But up top lane, looks like we need to kill that. Vladimir. Patrick's going to go in. He's going to pull over him, and that's going to be a dead. Oh, flashes out the J4 ulti. 1 Q.
Oh, wow, he sidestepped that flash Q, the Lance there. Not really. It's one of his main damage spells, and he was able to dodge that, so Jarvan didn't really have anything left.
Vlad really low here. Deathborn Blue, full mana, full health, decides not to go in on Big Cheese. Big Cheese still has his ultimate too, so maybe that's a smart decision then. Vladimir can always just pull and heal for all kinds of damage. And the funny thing is, Vladimir is weak early.
Yeah.
That's his weak. Parentheses. Leona's going to go in here, though. Braum can put up the shield and block nothing. Caitlyn's shooting Tristana. The passive does go down on Caitlyn, though. Leona's going to stun Braum, say, hey, knock it off. It's my AD carry.
We see here Tristana up about a wave of CS here, about 10 CS actually, on this Caleb, but at mid 52 to 20 right now. That is huge. The Zed will take control of this game, especially with the Duskblade. It's basically a second death mark. It does percent damage based on missing health, I believe. So he goes in ults, gets the pop from that as well as his item. So we'll have to see what he can do to kind of snowball this game.
Zach knowing the wards there, laughs a little bit, drops that disrespect. They are going to know Zach's going to be on the bot side jungle. Zed really applying the pressure there. Smalls actually flies in and steals the blue buff, says thanks you very much, picks up the blobs on his way out. Gragas tries as much, he gets smited. 6 comes out, 4. Bouncy timed on. Caitlyn's there to back up, will it be enough? Solar Flare comes down, gets on the edge. Misses the Zenith Blade. Gragas knocks him up again. The Paps is going to get popped. Zed's going to be there for the backup, and so is Yasuo. It's going to be a 1 versus 3 situation. They're trying to get those blobs. Death Mark comes out on the fun dip. Will that be enough? The heal pops out. Yasuo's right there. Yasuo does not decide to hit his ultimate, even though he does get knocked up. Vlad's going to teleport in. He's going to hit that invulnerability, even though he gets mad. Small goes back in, even though he survived. Takes out Yasuo. Fun dip's going to kill Zach, though. So it's going to be a 1 for 1. Yasuo for a jungler. And Vlad and Zed's going to get out very low.
Say MVP there. Big Cheese teleporting in on the Zach blob, saving his teammate there, and actually turning the tides there for that little skirmish coming out on top, I believe. Jarvan does have some free time in the top lane, getting into a little bit below half, but I believe that turret will survive. But that's a pretty good initiation. A little questionable why you would be fighting level 6 Zac when you're level 5 Gragas. But they did have that assistance from their bot lane. It just didn't work out the way they wanted.
He might get it if he hits it. No, he should have hit it. He would have been able to get it. He maybe threw it down Z and got that tax to do this. Yeah, I think Big Cheese did that to you guys as well when you guys popped that Zach's passive and teleport onto the last block. Tristana doing major tower damage. It's basically free damage onto the champions and the tower. She gets that bomb and shoots the tower because it does AoE burst around the tower, and if you're a champion, if you're standing next to that tower, you also get damaged. So it's a two-way cut there.
Yeah, and I definitely would have liked to see the exhaust come out from Yasuo. I think it would have helped him a lot in lane. He's getting bullied really hard by the Zed, who just needs to finish his Duskblade. But here we have Zach popping in. The Let's Bounce is used on Jarvan as well as the ultimate. Jarvan goes back in with the Cataclysm. Vladimir is going to go down. Does Zach have the damage to finish off Jarvan? Kind of. No, but he's going to let him live. I think that was just a well played there by Patrick there.
Yeah.
Charging up the slingshot, does not go in.
And you gotta hand it to Big Cheese. He's been dodging the EQ combos, sidestepping those, but it looks like Smalls will not. He's gonna E back in shortly, knock up Jarvan, but that won't be enough damage to take him out. He gets smited, takes a tower shot, but the Q will turn around and kill Smalls there.
Yeah, that was pretty well played there by Patrick, knowing how much damage he was going to do with that Q. Death Ward Blue about to hit that pink ward, but realizes that he could just go in. The cast misses, knocking Tristana towards the tower. The Solar Flare really good, but that jump was buffered by Arthas already. That was just a little bit of a mechanical display there. I would have actually liked to see him E in. If he could have E'd in, E flashed even, and then just laid on the ultimate to ensure that he would have knocked Tristana back. But
yeah, and he knocked Tristana back towards her tower instead of towards the enemy team where he wanted to. He tried to do the ultimate into the E, which didn't work. He should have, like you said, E'd into and ulted her forward towards Caitlyn and Leona.
A little bit of an unfortunate gank there, but Caitlyn still does have that health advantage over Tristana. We get a gank on Zaffron. Really good synergy there. The ultimate comes out, won't really do much. That was a really good synergy and timing, even through a pink ward. So that might have been a little bit of a miscommunication or a misplay there by Zaffron. But here we have Leona just popping a stun there from.
Nice drone by Jarvan, but don't know if Vlad or not called out. Brom's going to block the body shot for Tristana, giving the true support. The top tower will fall. Patrick's going to go and ultimate Cataclysm in. Big Cheese is going to hit that Q and get that lifesteal, life vamp off of Patrick. Suck his blood. Gragas doing a little counter jungling here, taking the enemy's blue buff. But yeah, nice roam with Patrick and that Yasuo EQ ultimate on the Zed. That was able to get follow damage, but it looks like Small's going to defend his blue buff. It's going to reach back into the jungle. He says, no, it's my blue buff.
Yeah,
I was actually wrong. Smalls is going that Cinderhulk build. Mistaken there. It actually makes a little bit more sense because we don't really see Gragas doing a ton of damage, even though he is going to Runic Echoes. But this way, Zach will be able to sack armor, stay alive, bounce around in team fights, and cause a big disruption as Zach does.
Yes. Let's see here. So one tower goes down. Red team does pick up a tower. They were able to come back from that 3-kill deficit and tie it up 4-4 and make 1K only 1K gold lead. But looks like there's going to be a fight down the bot lane. Blue team's really, GOP's really low down here. Yasuo's going to slide in, get exhausted. Nice Braum ulti by Ghosty Manny, knocking all three of them up. Yasuo's going to take too many tower shots. Tristan's going to hop on. He's going to get that last thing going in. Tower shot's going to take down the Ona double kill. They went a little bit too ham there. Nice Braum ulti and exhaust by Braum, saving Tristana there, getting the double kill, and she was able to put that damage on. So that's going to be looking for blood here.
But Jarvan is around mid. Yeah, it was a really good Braum ulti, knocking up all three of them while they were tanking the tower. This will net them with Dragon. It was a really good Braum play, really good coordination there. What I would like to see also, I mean, the Dragon is gone now, but I would like to see Team Solo Bot just like kind of get that Rift Herald for Patrick. He's already gotten that top turret, and he can really push his advantage with the Rift Herald, and that will really give him some move speed, buff his minions up as well. I think that would be a really big advantage.
Yeah, and I was wondering why Vlad didn't do that much damage. Looking at his build now, he went Giant Spells first with Cloth Armor, and he just finished Hextech Gun Revolver. He should have went the Will of the Ancients build, the Brown Book item that you usually build first on Vlad.
Yeah, I agree there. I think
To get that life.
that's I think he just kind of wanted that survivability against this Jarvan. He knows it's going to be going full AD, but that really means that he will be lacking in damage early on.
Yasuo's roaming up to the top lane. I don't know if they're thinking about doing that Rift Herald like you said. You guys pushing mid lane in. Mid lane tower is almost down for the red team. That's going to be a huge advantage for the blue once the mid lane tower falls. It's going to open up the map. Gragas really low. He's going to get death marked on by Zed. Zed's going to drop it. He's going to get that damage down. It will pop. Zephyron picks up a kill on Gragas, especially with that Nightfall passive doing tons of damage. Looks like there's going to be a dive down here in the bot lane. Smalls, Cataclysm comes out. Patrick's going to be right there to follow up. Solar Flare comes out. Can also go lock down Braum. Tristana firing away on the edge here. Getting free shots here. Leona has the bomb on her. She's walking back towards Caitlyn. Will that be enough? Big Cheese going to be teleporting in. Patrick and Tristana fighting over on the side. Patrick's going to be taking him out. That's going to fly in. WQ. Yasuo's here. Sliding through people. Shield gets knocked up. Gets smited down. Bouncy time coming out for Zach. That's going to be a triple kill, but 3 going down on the blue, red side.
And I think we're going to get a replay of this fight here, because that was very chaotic to see here. Hey, we have Zach. Okay, so they're setting up for this game here. Zach's in the bot lane. Zach's going to come in. They have a pink ward in this bush. They're certain that there's no vision, and they're just going to straight up dive here, Zach. This is where Death Ward Blue goes down. But yeah, Zach is just going to straight up dive. Flash ult in. And that's going to bounce around there for a little while. Bundit does survive, though. Still fairly low on health. Here comes the Jarvan Cataclysm, as we saw, and that's kind of what their plan is to do in these fights. Unfortunate fail there by Smalls, but another good teleport to save his teammate by Big Cheese, and it's just cleaning up the fight here. Zed comes in, Smalls eventually does land another elastic slingshot onto Yasuo, which prevents him from doing anything. That was just kind of a messy fight at the first, but then we just see here Field of Burn coming in and cleaning up all these kills.
Yeah, and Braum getting his passive proccing almost on every member there, able to stun up a lot of people. Yasuo coming in. If Big Cheese didn't save Zach, Zach wasn't able to elastic slingshot in and bounce up that Yasuo before he was able to do a little bit of damage.
Yeah, I think we saw a preview though of what Team Solo Bot wants to do. They want Jarvan to go in, keep him in the Cataclysm, followed up by the Leona ult to layer that CC, and here we have Echo joining us on the desk.
Yeah. Gragas going to be getting those prugs.
You see they did take bottom turret as well, so Feel the Burn is coming off with an advantage here, about a 3k gold advantage. We see Yasuo going up to the top. He can split push fairly easily. Against Vladimir, there's not really a lot of kill potential for either laner unless they do go aggressive. Patrick in the mid here, trying to push down this tower, trying to get some advantage. Small is charging up his Elastic Impact, goes in on Patrick, lands the knockup, misses the EQ, and Patrick is going to go down. And then that explosive cast was a little bit too late to save his teammate there.
No, so Zephyron still has his death mark, not wasting that.
Yasuo's going to be on top lane. It looks like we're going to be chasing Gragas out of his jungle. Death Mark goes down by Zach. Will be enough. Doing enough. Hitting that Q. It's going to pop, do massive damage, but not enough damage. Gragas is going to walk away with his life. What they need to do is they need to push mid tower down while Patrick's down and Yasuo's top lane. Looks like Tristana and Ghost Humanity going to be invading their jungle to try to get some deep force down, trying to pressure them out of the jungle and take as much as they can. It's not a lot of fun.
And this game, really, Feel the Burn is just taking this game and running with it. They really are pushing their advantages using this 5-1 Zed really nicely here. He had a ton of lane pressure against Yasuo here. Vladimir will scale into late game. But here we see Patrick going in onto Zach. Zach, Elastic Sling just over that wall, gets away. Tornado misses, and now Team Solo Bot is in a bad spot here with the entire team collapsing on them. We have Hemo Play going down on Patrick, but that's not going to do much. Arthur actually picks up that kill, and with all 5 members of Feel the Burn topside, Caitlyn for Team Solo Bot is still just pushing the bot wave, finally now recalling. That was a fight that they should not have taken away.
Excellent knockup by Smalls. He's going to go in for what turned out to be a 3 versus 2, red versus blue. Turns into a 5 versus 3 in favor of Feel the Burn, picking up the double kill for that Vladimir. And they might get a second tier 2 tower down in the bot lane while Caitlyn's farming and getting that tier 3. They would gladly take that trade. More gold going over to Feel the Burn, 14-6 with a 8k gold lead in their favor.
Yeah, and we see CS leads all around except for jungle. But the pressure that Smalls and Zach has been putting on has really been amazing here. He's been putting pressure in all lanes, even going to the dive bottom. Now they can take the Rift Barrel here.
They're feeling like, just like you said they should.
Who are they going to give it to? They're going to give it to Zed. That's Zed or Vladimir, but that is a really good initiation by Team Golobot. Unfortunately, Arthur has picked up those 2 kills, but unfortunately for Team Golobot, they're just too far behind in items right now for that to make it really count.
Yeah, we don't know if they thought that was a 2 versus 2 or they thought they were catching someone out there, but it ended up being a 2 versus 4, just straight on diving onto the whole team. And when the team's that fed, you're just gonna, no matter how many combos you throw out, you're just gonna die.
Yeah. Here we have Zed finishing off Yuma's Ghostblade, and he has the boots Lucidity, so that really big part. Like, you can split push really easily, you can assassinate people, and there's really only a static shift around from Yasuo on the other side, so Zed does have that advantage. I'd like to see them actually do like a 1-3-1 Zed, but we'll have to wait here as Zed goes in unfunded. The Nightfall passive ticks, and that actually nets him a kill. Will the Braum somehow? Nope, it forces the flash from Leona.
Yeah, that Nightfall passive dropped her enough health for the Death Mark to activate and pop her the rest of the way and kind of kill. Pop that Yamu, and looks like Feel the Burn's going to pick up their second dragon of the game. Easy peasy.
What I was saying before, I'd like to see Feel the Burn do like a 1-3-1. Like you said, Vladimir top, put Tristana, Zach, and Braum in the mid, and then just have Zed go bottom. Zed and Vladimir, 2 really good split pushers, pretty good duelists, and they're both pretty strong right now. Each with at least 4 kills. So they could really bully someone out of lane, and they could easily put a ton of pressure on the map this way.
Oh yeah, no one can 1v1 Zed at the moment, so it'd be smart to split him up. And then again with Vlad, they're just so fed that they can just apply pressure to all three legs. Looks like Small's gonna go in, he's gonna go really deep. Bouncy time, he's bouncing underneath the turret. Emo play comes out, hitting on 3 members. Zach gonna sit there and tank the tower. Leona's gonna go down to Tristana. They're just diving past this tier 2 tower like he's not even there.
Yeah, and that's gonna net them a mid tower. And really, Team Solo Bot, there's really no way to deal with this invasion. But there we have Patrick going in and Yasuo. They gets a kill on Tristana, but they're also gonna lose Yasuo in the process.
Caitlyn there, full health. Looks like Zed's gonna go in and hit that death mark. Next drinker does get popped. Small's gonna fly in from downtown. Brown's gonna hop to him, get that passive. Will it be enough? Caitlyn's gonna back up and shoot him in the head. He comes up from Caitlyn. Looks like that's gonna be a minion hit to the tower going down. Will Gragas and Caitlyn be enough to stop this? Leona's coming up too. Jarvan's up. Looks like they're just gonna drop that tower and run away.
But they did knock down that tower, so that will be an open inhibitor for the entire duration of the game. They could just heal, move back up, and take that mid inhibitor.
You know, slowly one by one, the game's slowly going, getting worse and worse for Team Solo Bot.
Yeah, and right now we see the map. It's really dark. There's no words for Team Solo Bot on the map, and right now they should be thinking about, okay, well, they're ahead. They're probably going to go for Baron to try to close this out. They need to get vision of that Baron before Field of Burn just takes it.
Yeah, honestly, they just need to drop wards in all of their jungle, and hopefully they can try to get a pick out and come back into the game with picks, because right now no one has the items to deal with anybody, and Patrick tries he might. He even got fed early game, wasn't able to take that lead and run with it. He tried grouping up and tried doing those EQ combos with Yasuo into the 4-man of the team and just dying. We saw that. Fails to him. But dying multiple times to just the team trying to get that combo off.
And they have been successful in getting picks, but they've been going in 2v5, 2v4, and they've both been dying there, so that's not exactly how they would want that to go. What I think they should do now, Field of Burn, they should definitely implement this 1-3-1 split push, especially since they have that middle inhibitor open that can be knocked down by Tristana, which is long range. But they do catch out Death Blue, and he's going to go down right away. Zaffron really strong on this set, really fed. Looks like they'll turn towards Baron now since there's no jungler left.
Yeah, and like you said, that map was dark for Team Solo Bot, and Field of Burn had all the wards in the jungle, so they were able to make the pick necessary. But it looks like Brown's going to get caught out here. He's going to nail a 3-man Brown ultimate, but that's not going to be enough. He's only tank, he's only support, he's only so manly. But looks like the rest of the team's there to avenge his death, going to pick up a kill on Yasuo. They wasted a lot of their cooldowns and their ultimates on the Braum. So with 2 members down on Team Solo Bot, Field of Burn's going to push in for that mid inhibitor, and they will take it down.
Yeah, that catch out onto Braum, it's not wise to burn every single cooldown and ultimate on the tanky Braum. They do lose their inhibitor for that, as well as Yasuo ended up dying afterwards.
Yes, and Braum did build his easy rot, so that will keep the pressure going for Field of Burn on that bottom lane.
Yeah, Zizrat's really strong item for lane pushing, and that does take down that turret. All turrets except the ones that are guarding the inhibitors are now down, as well as that middle inhibitor down, so that really is going to take someone 24/7 to just keep those super minions out of their base. I expect they'll just turn toward Baron now with that middle inhibitor down.
And Dragon's also 1 minute, but Baron will help them close out the game a lot faster. And they can honestly just take it and bully anybody that comes to fight them off of it, and they will do it. It's going to be a 3-man Baron here. Zed and Tristana going to walk up and try to join them. Tristana's over. So they are taking Baron. Team Solo Bot probably has an idea, but they have no awards here, so they don't know for sure. That's going to be a Baron going down for Field of Burn.
Yeah, with this Baron buff, they should really just be able to kind of close out this game with the strength of Zed and Vladimir. These two really good split pushing champions. They should just be able to kind of brute force these towers down, if anything, and close the game from here. But we'll see if Team Solobot can find a way to get back into this game. It's going to take a really good initiation from Patrick or a really good explosive cast from Death Lord Blue.
Let's see what they do now and see if they're going to be doing a split push. Do they apply the Baron buff to all 3 waves or do 2 waves while they let supers push and maybe use the ZZ portal for something? The active is up, so let's see what happens. They do get the dragon since it is right there, but say why not? Give us the movement speed so we can chase down and kill people.
Yeah, and we have Caitlyn here, almost completing 2 items. Affinity and Rapid Fire Cannon, while Tristana does have that Merc Scimitar, and that's going to be really useful for just giving her some more sustain, and hopefully so that allows her to not get caught by any CC. Or if she does get caught, it'll give her that cleanse. There's big mini wave bottom though, and that tower is going down really fast. Wow.
J4 was able to teleport before they're doing that. It's a huge cancel to Mount Zack, and Tristana will pop out. There won't be enough damage. Bouncy time coming out from Zack. He's going to interrupt the Caitlyn ultimate. Chemo play going down for Vladimir does take out Gragas and Caitlyn. Big damage coming out from the blue team. Just clean up, straight up pace going to come out. Kills 4 of them. J4 does live. He was able to make it back. But this is going to be the game for Field of Burn, taking out Team Solobot. Inhibitor's going down. Death timer's too long. ZZ Rots taking out towers. Braum taking the tower.
And this really all stems from those 2 kills for Zaffron. He really abused his advantage, and they're going to tower dive. Zack's passive will go off. We'll see the game.
GG. Field of Burn does pick up the victory there over Team Solobot. Very concisively. I don't even think that's a word, but that's the word I think I'm going to look for.
They really pushed their advantages there. Team fighting was pretty good, especially Zaffron getting those 2 kills, getting a huge CS lead ahead of Yasuo there, pushing his advantage, getting that death mark, and the Duskblade really doing work that game. I think he got him like 2 kills with this passive.
Yeah, Field of Burn always. There was always a member backing up each other. Patrick tried as he might on the J4. He did get an early lead, but was not able to push it that top lane. He just kept on trying to group and do that combo with the under-leveled, underfed that 0-5 Yasuo, and it just wasn't working out. And Small is just all over the map, hitting those E's, bouncy timing up the whole team, doing great on the Zac, and then the bot lane. Braum with that excellent Braum ulti down in the bot lane to save that tower dive, got picked up Tristana that double kill. So
really good individual performances from Field of Burn. There still was some good showings from Team Solobot there with, like we said, that Jarvan initiate into the Yasuo ultimate. Did find some good picks. It just they were so behind in items that it didn't really matter at that point.
They just got so behind. Field of Burn knows how to close out games. So that's going to be our first game of the night. Was Field of Burn versus Team Solobot, which the victory did go to Field of Burn. GG to them. On to the next game will be Thunder Panthers versus Grill Got Carried. We're going to go on a short break here before we move on. So stay tuned. Thunder Panthers versus Grill Got Carried. Will Thunder Panthers be the one to defeat the undefeated? We're on a small break. Welcome back here for our second game of the night. Thunder Panthers versus Grill Got Carried. It's the first place versus one of the second place teams or third place teams. The big old tie there. Grill Got Carried going 5-0 so far, undefeated. Let's see if they're able to keep it up versus the Thunder Panthers, which also have a strong showing. So what do you think, Jack? How do you think this game's going to go?
I mean, Grill Got Carried does have hyper wins, but I really want to see some team take them down. Hopefully we can see a little bit more competitiveness during these games here. Hopefully Thunder Panthers can bring what they need to bring to take the victory.
Yeah, and it was definitely Grill Got Carried got pushed to their limits last week with, I believe it was
Feel the burn.
Feel the Burn. Coming out with a lot of that CC with that Moon causing them a lot of trouble. Let's see if it's a recap tonight. If any teams learned off anything from that game, actually dragging Grill Got Carried out to a 30-40 minute slugfest. And let's see if Grill Got Carried. Every time they come out, they always show something new.
Yeah.
So let's see if they show something new or they stick with the try and true method of what they're trying to accomplish and play to those win conditions of getting KT Fresh fed and Hotline Ping, playing around that 80 carry mid lane synergy that they have going on.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough. I mean, we've seen a lot of champion diversity from this team, not only in the mid, but also like bot lane, in the jungle even. The junglers played a couple different junglers. So it's going to be really difficult to ban them out. So we'll just have to see if Thunder Panthers goes to their comfort picks.
Yep. All right, we're gonna hop in the champ select here, see what the team's going on. Thunder Panthers versus Grill Got Carried. Let's get it underway. First ban coming out is going to be the Vayne, followed by the Leona. It's the bans right there.
Alright, it's definitely 2 target bans towards Hotline Ping and then KT Fresh.
Udyr, just overall generic ban. Really fast bans coming out. Team's not wasting any time.
And we see here the Ari, no doubt about that ban. Vayne, no doubt about that ban. But then Leona targeting Ho-Ho's, I believe, is subbing this game. And so his Leona is one of his most played champions. And finally, we have Nasus banned for Thunder Panthers and Fizz for Grill Got Carried.
They have Grill Got Carried playing Nasus that last week. Big contributor to their win. And then the Fizz, I guess, I don't know if that goes towards. He's a main counter to KT Fresh for one of those champions she might play. But we'll see. A lot of OPs left open. A lot of the top 380 carries left open. So let's just see what they pick. Kog'Maw is actually not banned, so he might get
Kog'Maw is open. Lee Sin is actually open currently. I know Grill Got Carried's jungler is at least as well.
Thunder Panthers can first pick that Kog'Maw and then start building a comp around him. But instead, they're hovering over the Zac here.
Yeah, and Kog'Maw and Lulu is also open, so they really could go for that all-in Juggernaut if they wanted to. We'll see what Thunder Panthers actually locks in. Still hovering Zac, but first picking Zac while leaving the Kog'Maw Lulu for the next rotation is kind of questionable, but we'll have to see what Grill Got Carried goes with here.
And they do insta-lock that, or not insta-lock, but they do lock in that Zac pick, so that's leaving up open all the OP junglers. Gragas, nearly Lee Sin, and then Kog'Maw, Lucian, Ezreal, Lulu.
Heimerdinger hovered.
I don't think it's going to be.
It's going to be locked in.
I think it's just a troll. I think he plays it maybe. But
everyone has those solo queue nightmares of Heimerdinger built into Zdrazi banner and just pushing down your turrets. But
I actually did play that in the top lane. Just rush banner and ZZ Rot. It's actually really fun with Heimerdinger.
I'm not sure it's going to get locked in though. Probably something a little bit more practical. I wonder if they will pick their ADC and it could be support or it could be mid, but I actually would like to see this Kog'Maw. Oh, just kidding. Lee Sin, as I suspected, coming out here. And Braum as well. Braum, just really stable support, good disengage.
Yeah, Braum really high contested pick ban here in our league. They do nail out two of their 2 priorities that they want. Again, like you said, the Lee Sin. He is the Lee Sin man, but it's going to be Thunder Panthers coming out with the Ezreal Shin. So that's going to be those global ultimates coming out from both Ez and Shin. Shin able to teleport down and protect any lanes in and make an instant 3v2 into a 3v3 or 4v3 advantage.
Yeah.
Girl Got Carried could still go with the Kog'Maw. The Lulu is still open, so Lulu Braum really, really strong at protecting Kog'Maw. We could see this come out. I'm not sure if we will, but Malphite being hovered here. And the other side, we did have the Ezreal lock-in. I don't know if I would have picked Ezreal right away, with Kog'Maw still being an option. Blue Ezreal is still really popular though, and will be kind of like a self-peeling AD carry, but we'll have to see what happens, what build he goes. We do have Jinx locked in for Hotline Ping and Malphite for Sexy Beast Alex.
Yeah, so this is definitely a team that definitely wants to go in. Lee Sin queuing in, Malphite ulting in, and then Braum ulti also following up. Plus Jinx just sitting in the back line using crit rockets with that Braum peel, so she'll definitely have good peeling there. Twisted Fate going to be locked in for Thunder Panthers, able to get maybe ult into that back line, dodge the big ultimates coming out from Girl Got Carried, and get to that Jinx and whatever possibly mid laner they play. And then it's going to be a Yasuo, so we are going to see another Yasuo this game, but it's going to be on KT Fresh, and she, unlike last game, she does have the enabled lockups to get those big wombo combo ults off with the Braum, with the Lee Sin kick, and the Malphite.
Yeah, and Yasuo, as we know, is really good counter to Twisted Fate. He can win wall those stun cards that will lock you up. So we'll have to see how if Carr stays with TF. I think he's playing TF, but we'll have to see what he does, like how he treats this lane matchup. Maybe he should take Exhaust. I think Exhaust would be good versus Yasuo, or even Ghost. I don't think he will have a lot of kill pressure. This Yasuo, he's gonna have to roam, maybe get bot lane fed with targeting that Hotline Ping's Jinx.
And then Ho-Ho's following up with that Thresh. We know when Leona gets banned, he does go to Thresh, and we have seen him play a really good Thresh before. Let's see if he's able to bring Thunder Panthers to a victory here. We're going to hop right into the game. Girl Got Carried versus Thunder Panthers, second game of the night. Let's go. Yasuo wombo combos, Shin ultimates, and another Zac.
Yeah, I mean, we actually do see a lot of engage from Thunder Panthers here. They've got the Zac, they've got the Shen. They've got the Twisted Fate. All three of those champions can really dive the backline and put pressure on this Jinx. But on the other side, we do have just that instantaneous knockup from the Malphite ult, from Yasuo, suspending them in midair. We'll have to see how these team fights really play out.
Yeah, looks like, don't know if there's going to be any invades here. Looks like the Girl Got Carried's all down in the bot side jungle, and Thunder Panthers are trying something. They are going to get spotted by that ward down the bush. One's going to zig, one's going to zag, but Girl Got Carried's going to know where they're at.
Yeah, they know they're there.
Are they just going to choose to ignore it and sit in the bush and make a wait? Lee Sin's going to throw out a random Q. Maybe they didn't see it.
They should have seen all four of those members going into their jungle. But we do have we have wards from Thunder Panthers on the ground to kind of that tripod. We have a flash. Oh wow, that. Oh, and
Exhaust
it looks like
coming out.
going down for. Oh wow. Okay, so that was really good. Really good flash. Yellow card from Carr's Twisted Fate, and I believe it was a taunt from Shen as well. Really good there. Ignite or exhaust from Ho-Ho's as well. So they really just cheesed really hard. We'll see that we'll get a replay on your screen here. So we have Yasuo BMing Kostia here this time, sitting in the mid lane. The hook coming out. The flash, yep, yellow into, I believe it's, okay, so Zac Elastic Slingshot. Exhaust goes down as well. And, taunt, but
it was just a nice layer of CC
yeah,
there.
No, it was really nicely layered. And KT Fresh's Yasuo burning flash. That's really costly, as well as starting wind wall. Yeah. So she's not going to have the wave clear from Q or from E early on.
Yeah, she tried the wind wall, that gold card, but wasn't able to do it in time because it took a sharp right hook when she flashed. It's always funny watching those it counts as an auto attack, so it took a weird path there to get to her, but got to her nonetheless. So that's going to be a big advantage here to Thunder Panthers. Killing KT Fresh right off the bat. Cost of some summoner spells, but also cost her some her flash as well.
Yeah, so Carr's flash is down.
which means that the lane probably should go back in favor of Yasuo. We'll see what this Zac can really do. Zac can really is really good at camping a lane with his slingshot because he can just fly over so many places, get into your face with that. And Carr also did actually take teleport. He didn't stay with Ignite. Teleport also really good on Twisted Fate. You can ult to one of the side lanes and then just ult back to your tower, so you won't miss too much farm.
Yeah, and that kill is going to go down onto Zac, so that's going to be an early jungle item completion for him. So just faster towards Runic Echoes or Cinderhawk, depending on where he's going to build. A lot of poke coming out from TF here in the mid lane because of that early first blood. KT Fresh had to play a safe level 1. Levels up that E, so she's able to slide around all the minions.
And one thing we didn't really talk about is the damage from Gorakraid's comp. It's really going to be just Yasuo and Jinx. Lee Sin can provide damage, but I don't suspect it'll go full AD. Malphite will just get tanky, Braum will just get tanky, so 2 threats here, Yasuo and Jinx. If they can eliminate one of them, then Thunder Panthers will be at a pretty good advantage here in team fights.
Did Lee Sin just flash?
Lee Sin did just flash, yeah. That was, that's an error. That's a really big error.
Really big error, but Twisted Fate's low. Lee Sin's going to come up. Will he land the Q? He does land the Q with the follow-up. He may not have, but the gold card comes out. Twisted Fate is still low. Gets that auto attack off, but Lee Sin's going to back away. That'll just be enough to get him out of lane. Crit Rockets coming out from Jinx there. Really good use of the Braum passive.
So we do have that flash down for Lee Sin, unfortunate, but probably just a little bit of a mistype into his here. But here we do have Yasuo pressuring Twisted Fate heavily. Twisted Fate can set up ganks very well in lane. It's not the strongest of mid laners, but it's just how he uses the roam and his ultimate, which can really tell you a good Twisted Fate player from a mediocre Twisted Fate player. So we'll see how Carr does use his ultimate, how he uses his destiny, and hopefully he'll try to change the destiny of Thunder Panthers here.
Yeah, there you go. And then they really are banking off these global ultimates. Shin and TF, they can turn a 2v2 into a 4v2 right quick.
Yeah.
And use that to their advantage. KT Fresh hitting all those tornadoes off her Q with this bullshit champion that can slide through everything.
That's a really good point you make there with the Shen and the Twisted Fate double globals. They could even 5-man bot lane. Twisted Fate goes to ult, says, hey, I'm ulting behind them. Shen, ult me. Suddenly Shen and Twisted Fate are behind your carries, and you're just kind of trapped there. Really good win wall. Stop that gold card. But I would like to see a 5-man pile in bot. That'd be
Nice.
the hook lands onto Braum here. It's gonna jump away. Nothing too major traded there.
And they are going to land on the drench traps. Those weird Ocean of Vitamin C queued up his E, or rounded up his E right fast, but really fast. Lee Sin, he's going to get taunted into Shin, trying to do a gank. Q's going to go wide. Nothing's going to come of it, but Zac wound up his E and right in front of Yasuo to where he could see it.
Yeah.
In mode. Winner's Bite going to come out, followed by the Zapper.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a CS discrepancy between Jinx and Reveal about 2. We have the CS for this Jinx here, as well as in mid. Carr's Twisted Fate is down a little bit. He does have that passive though from, what is it? I believe it's his stack deck, where it might not be a stack deck, but he gets that gold every time he kills enemy.
All the cards gotta come out early. Wind Wall coming out from KT Fresh. Trying to protect herself.
In top lane is pretty even. Shen and Malphite, just a battle of the tanks in the top lane. Shen can actually go fairly damage-oriented build with the Titanic Hydra, but I'm not sure we'll see that today.
Wonder if we're gonna see any rots come out from either of the top laners to control those side wave pressures. I think Sunfire's gonna be their first buy.
We do have Destiny. Destiny looks like he's going bot lane with this, but
They make it on time.
yeah, it was a fairly early Destiny. I think he might have underestimated the range of that ultimate because he ulted and we saw him on the minimap. He was walking towards bot lane still while the ult was happening, so he might have underestimated
the range of that ability.
Yeah, and theoretically, what you know, but Ho-Ho's is going to get
face
tossed
checking
back.
that push. Shenol coming in heal as well from Dontalis.
But Shinton's going to miss. He's going to throw out that lantern. Shin grab the lantern, be a good god. There's that. Grab the lantern, people. Yeah, Ho-Ho's face checking the bush, not where he should be. It's going to die. Shin's able to protect him. It's going to cost DP for Shin Lee. He's going to come back around knowing that Ho-Ho's is weak. He smells blood in the water. Will he go in? He sees him back in. Ezra's going to see if the Q lands. It's going to stop the back. Is he going to go in?
He should have just gone for that. That would have been a kill.
Rocket comes wide out.
Very, very
They're
wide
looking for
there.
the dive.
Yeah, this should be an easy,
No Shin to protect him.
easy dive here. Yeah.
Q follows up, kicks him, kills him. W's out.
Staying a little bit too long there. Had very low health. Kind of a wet noodle fight in top lane as well. Shen's ult was down from that previous time that the Ho-Ho's got caught up there, but it was not coming in this time.
You know, they smelled blood in the water, and they had the TP down for Shin on the top lane, so they do have TP advantage on Will got carried with the Malphite.
Yes, I'm kind of interested to see if Twisted Fate is going for what's really popular on him right now is if you would go Rod of Ages into whatever items he's going. Instead he rushes the cooldown boots with I believe distortion. Yeah, so he does get that those like slight bonuses from his flash and from his teleport, as well as just the reduced cooldowns for those. We'll have to see if he goes Zonia's or if he goes just into Rod of Ages after. Some good damage though in this lane. Those cards end up doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, it hasn't even built AP yet. So, yeah, KT Fresh taking a lot of unnecessary auto attacks as you slide through millions and minions, slide through. Q comes out, auto attack, Thunderlords gets procced, shield comes up, has auto attack, blue card, gets the ultimate coming out, slides around, Zac flies in, misses. Triple crit from a Q.
Yeah.
Just don't even get me started on this champion.
Yeah.
Lee Sin's gonna come up for the gank. They're gonna find Shin. He's gonna kick him backwards. The Q's gonna miss. Shin's gonna walk around. It's gonna be a chase. Malphite's gonna hit his R. Unstoppable force. Shin throwing down the W, taunting sideways. Q comes out. Q does land. He's gonna follow with the flash. Will the red buff and all attack's gonna be enough? Jinx Rockets going wide again.
Yeah, really unfortunate there for Arthrez. If Lee Sin has his Q on you and he activates it and you flash, he will follow you as you flash. So if he wanted to increase his odds of staying alive, he would have let Lee Sin land and hit him and then flash afterwards. But really good anticipate ult from Car. Ho-Ho's lands that hook. Sun card goes out on Hotline Ping. And Hotline Ping is going to go down. Shen ult was burned though. It was burned. Do they have the damage onto
Here comes Zac.
Two really good hooks by Ho-Ho's here.
Yeah.
Setting up that gank really well.
Look at this champion. Sliding through 6 minions. Crits all over the place, like she's running crit quint runes probably. Proxy farming. Oh mother. Q lands for Lee Sin. Will he go in and steal it? Be a man. Be a man. No.
That is a dragon. First dragon picked up by Thunder Panther sets. There's a really good gank as well from just a Car's Twisted Fate. Really utilizing the ultimate as well as Thresh setting that up. It's also 3 kills for Ocean of Vitamin C Zac, and I believe that is the Runic Echoes build, so it is a little bit more damage focused.
Yeah, and this time with the Twisted Fate Ultimate Destiny, he wasn't actually walking towards where he wanted to go. He was already in place for the range, so all he could do was just RR, and you're there. You didn't have to walk and waste time and let people know that they're in his ultimate, and then Shin was able to follow up, and then, as you said, 2 nice hooks from Ho-Ho's, putting the people into place for locking him down for the CC. The second hook actually lining up Zac for that second bouncy time.
Yeah.
Looks like Shen is rushing the Zizrat's. He's got the Negatron cloak, and that's one of the only things left in the game that goes into Zizrat's, I believe. Or one of those items that does build into Zizrat's.
Yeah.
Doesn't really build into anything else, if I'm remembering correctly.
Bizzle Scepter, but that wouldn't go into
Yeah,
Shen.
yeah. Really good trade for Malphite up in the top lane onto Shen. He does have that Iceborne Gauntlet. Ooh, good stun card. That probably saved his life right there.
Yeah. KT Fresh is 0-2 on this Yasuo, but is really ahead in farm with the 20, but Shin's really low, has to force the taunt out. He's going to get knocked back. Winner's Bite plus a rocket comes out. Oceanic getting a 2-man knockup with the Ho-Ho's, throws the Lantern out. Ezreal is going to follow around. Bounty Time doing massive damage to both of them. Will be a double kill. They're trying to give it to Ez, but Ez gets one and Zach gets the other. That's going to be a double kill for the bot lane. Yasuo and Lee Sin rushing down. Windwall comes out to block. He's sliding through bitches. Wall goes down from Thresh. Flashes. Destiny's gonna come out. It's gonna turn into a 4v2, but looks like the Lee Sin kicks in, knock him out too. She's just sliding through everyone. What the fuck is this bullshit champion? Grit's coming out. Auto attack, slide, and double kill for KT Fresh. Passive with the Zax being buffed. They're trying to kill the blob. Shin's there. Can't do anything. Triple kill coming out for KT Fresh, turning that 4v2 or 2v2 going to a 4v2, but it's not done yet. Lee Sin's gonna go into Shin, slide through all the minions, has the shield. Will be enough to Jinx Rocket. Misses. That's going to be it for Hotline Ping. Hotline Ping trying to get something, get nothing. Going to be another kill for Lee Sin. KT Fresh picking up that triple kill, going from 0-2 to 4-2 right quick. Sliding through everything. Like I said, bullshit champion. Jack, if you want to break this down.
It looked really good here at the beginning for Thunder Panthers. They did get those 2 kills. Unfortunately, it just Yasuo and Lee Sin were moving into position here. Here we have Zach charging up the slingshot as Ho-Ho's Thresh is coming around. Lands the hook onto Braum mid-ulti. Plays him as Zach lands the elastic slingshot and ultimate. And here we already see Lee Sin and Yasuo starting to move down. And they take too long to finish off these kills here. Right now, they should have just taken them. Twisted Fate, as you can see here, he just called missing on the map, and he should have just taken. They should have taken those kills right away. They just taken them and gotten out. But now it's too late. Yasuo is already down here. Lee Sin is coming down, and that wind wall really stops the CC that's used on this Yasuo, and she's just allowed to kind of run around here. Twisted Fate now is trying to follow. But it's just too late for Twisted Fate here. The double knockup coming in here, really nice. Twisted Fate blue card, that's a Reginald right there, but that's gonna kind of cost him the team fight if he had landed the yellow. And I missed Tom from Shen, but if he had landed the yellow, I think KT Fresh would have gone down there.
Yeah.
Zach goes back in and just loses his passive, and then they finish off the dive onto Shen.
Yeah, and earlier on in that team fight when KT Fresh was roaming down, Zach missed his E, his slingshot, when she windwalled. From the slide.
We have to keep in mind too that Malphite was bullying Shen up in the top lane, so when Shen did ult down, he only had about 400 health.
Yeah, unofficial quadra kill picking up for KT Fresh. Sliding through shield and crit. I swear to God, champion.
And while we see the CS discrepancy in mid, we have to remember just Fate passive is giving him gold, so it's not as bad as we think it is. However, in the bot lane, that's about 30 CS down for Ezreal here. While he is 2-1 and 3, so that will balance it out. But he's got to try to keep up in CS as much as he can.
So this game turned right on its head. It was Thunder Panthers were in the lead, but now it's 7-6 in Grill Got Carried's favor. 2K gold lead for Grill Got Carried.
Yeah.
And they do have a tower advantage, but it looks like Ho-Ho is going to get caught out again. It's a 3v2. Ezreal trying to do as much, but Braum Shield's going to block a lot. Jinx just firing off the minigun, gets excited. Release in Q lane, Winter Bites lands. It's going to be enough damage. Looks like the red card's going to get caught out. It doesn't matter when you get knocked up into the air. Shenol's going to come out. It's going to land. Windwall coming out. Looks like it's going to be a 3v1 versus KT Fresh. Bounty time, all over. She's sliding through a million other champions. How is she still alive? She gets a kill off of Twisted Fate. Shen's going to take her down, though. Lee Sin's going to follow up to try to save her life, but she will go down, but not without taking Twisted Fate with her.
Yeah, and really good really good gank onto Ho-Ho's Stretch to start that all off, getting that double kill for bot lane. And then just the mechanical ability of this Yasuo just to take down just Fate in that even a 1v3 scenario. So Zach does have those 4 kills, and well, it's good for anyone to get fed. I mean, just Fate and Yasuo can do, just Fate and, I'm sorry, Ezreal can do very well with that. Here we have Carr trying to 1v1 Hotline Ping, barely takes him out though.
That hook from Ho-Ho's
Yeah.
saves him.
That red card pulled a Carr specific Fate was questionable. Almost lost him that duel, but not to worry, he still got that kill. And it looks like Carr's Specific Fate is actually building for the Lich Bane first. Lich Bane really good on Twisted Fate for split pushing, but against the Yasuo, I think I would have actually liked to see a Rod of Ages or even just straight up Zonia's first. Destiny used top lane. Lee Sin already uses Ward Hop, throws out that BM level 5 Mastery icon. Nothing gained from that Destiny there. Runs into KT Fresh and Wind Wall's the yellow card, and Q lands from Lee Sin. He's down double knockups, takes down Shen. Zach forced Let's bounce away, barely surviving Jinx Rocket. What is that, 0 for 3 now?
Yeah. Hotline Ping trying to pick up anything with those Jinx rockets halfway across the map. They're just not landing. This is what Girl Got Carry does. They get a lead, they smell blood in the water, now they start invading your jungle and just finding picks. They just recently got that Brick Girl buff onto Lee Sin, and they just go ham, and it's full pedal to the metal. League of Legends gameplay there.
Lee Sin, 10 out of the 12 kills we've been a part of, really providing that early pressure. We do see though, Ho-Ho's Thresh 6 out of the 8 kills, as well as Zach and Twisted Fate. So it's really a team game here. They're really trying to test the boundaries, push their communication to the limits, and push their teamwork to the limits. Really see Going Carry start off with Dragon will be taken. Hook lands us a Malphite. Hopefully nothing will be followed through there.
Yeah, first Dragon getting picked up before Grill got carried. And this is where all the big power spikes come out for the Yasuo, getting those items. Jinx getting items below her, so where she can just sit back and crit rockets. Malphite finishing that Iceborne Gauntlet. And Shin's working towards that ZZ Rod still. He did pick up a Bomb and Cinder, so he's able to sit on those waves and push those waves out a little bit faster.
Blue buff resets. Maybe some wasted time there, but giving it to Jinx, so she can just, I guess, spam those rockets. Yasuo doesn't really need it. Lee Sin, while he's good with it, Jinx can just fire away constantly with those rockets.
And you being a Lee Sin main, looking at this Lee Sin build, he's going Warrior, Boots of Swifties into a Dead Man's Play. Do you think he should have went more damage, or do you think the tank build's the right path for him, or what do you think?
I think the build's perfectly fine. Considering if you consider the strengths of the team comp, he's just gonna be willing to fly in, set up plays, try to get like 5-man ultis, make those highlight reels, get that wombo combo set up for his team. So I think going tank is perfectly okay. Warrior does give you just quite a bit of damage for these AD junglers, and Lee Sin has pretty good scalings, and he just has pretty high base damages. So I think building tank is perfectly acceptable in this case.
I definitely have to agree there. Iceborne Gauntlet looks like it's going to be a Frozen Heart coming out for a Malphite. If you build Iceborne Gauntlet, there's no need to build a Frozen Heart because you're already getting 20% CD off from the Iceborne Gauntlet, but it doesn't matter. Ho-Ho's going to find it. Hook on Braum is going to put down his ultimate. Bouncy time comes up, knocks out 2 of them. There's going to be an ultimate coming in, but the Yasuo ultimate, oh my gosh, wombo combo, Malphite going in, unstoppable force. They're still alive though. Ezreal's going to have to force a flash out double kill for KT Fresh. Will that be a triple kill? No, it's not. It's going to be a clean ace coming out for Grill got carried. There's a little bit of that wombo combo going in. They didn't even need Malphite to set that up. KT Fresh had enough tornado for herself.
Again, that looked really, really good there for Thunder Panther. Getting that double, the two-man catch out of there, followed up by the Zac Elastic Slingshot, and blocking the ultimate from Jinx in the process, and doing a lot of damage.
to Yasuo. But here we have the hook onto Braum. The play gets both of them. Shen taunts both of them as well. The exhaust goes down onto Lee Sin. Here we have Zach blocks the ultimate, which is pretty good. Takes down Braum here, but then the Malphite teleport really turns the tide, as well as that 4-man kick from Lee Sin. That's something that I can appreciate, being a Lee Sin player. And then here they just clean up. Nothing they really can do after this, with everyone still being fairly healthy, as well as landing all their ultimates.
And one more thing, Zach does get away, and you gotta think that fight was all KT Fresh's damage coming out. The Hotline Ping wasn't even in that fight. The only thing he did was shoot out a rocket that finally landed.
Yeah,
from the beginning, man.
This is a worrying trend for Thunder Panthers. If that was just essentially a 4v5 that they just got right there with the Malphite, it wasn't even touched. He just came in and ulted, threw down his fist, and then they got nearly aced. But they'll have to find a little bit of a more creative strategy to kind of assassinate this Yasuo before she can do all this damage.
Yeah, it seems they set up the play really good. The Rover minion and fall, minion still not falling. People are respawning here in the base. Real got carried overstayed. The Yasuo did go down. There's one part of the damage. They're going to focus on the Jinx. There goes 2 parts of the damage. The tanks are running for their lives. They do pick up kills on Hotline Ping. Destiny does come out. They're going to spot the Lee Sin. Zach's going to fly in, but looks like TF is going to go up towards the top lane. Malphite's going to kill him with Braum in the mid lane. Disrespect going down.
Disrespect. That's always fun to see.
Braum
yeah.
spamming and fapping over Twisted Fate's dead body, and looks like the Zach crash is going to come
Ezreal just misses. The BM Mastery 5. Wow, this team really just trying to get all that BM in as they can. But they do pick up 2 kills on this Yasuo and this Jinx for the backline here. Unfortunately, Card teleport died as well, but 2 kills onto their damage dealers is certainly going to help them. Hopefully that is a ultimate from Zach.
Bounty time,
and the ultimate from Jinx steals that. So Zach feels bad, man. That's an ultimate he used and no red buff for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Plus side, the mid hip did not fall, so they don't have the pressure there. But CZ Rod is built by Shin, so he's gonna put that in the side lane there. I think he put it in the top lane. He did put it in the top lane. He put it in a good spot too. Good job, Shin.
Yeah,
good job.
I know you will appreciate that.
I do appreciate that, but it looks like Baron is up. Thunder Panthers have no wards. They probably have an idea that they're doing it, but Baron's going to be falling for Yule got carried. They're going to get that early 21-minute Baron and try to close out this game. They do have a 10k gold lead. They now know that Baron's gone. They're getting those wards out. Now what they do is try to defend and hold off this Baron.
Yeah, and these fights that we've been seeing here, it's always Thunder Panthers catching out 1 or 2 members of Girl Got Carried, but then Girl Got Carried's entire team is reacting. Like we have the teleport in, we've got the wombo combo from them, but it's just the synergy is just like a couple seconds off for Thunder Panthers. The mechanics are just a little bit not quite all together there, but really good attempts at trying to take advantages here. This Twisted Fate, while he's 2-5, he does put a lot of pressure down with those destinies. He really tried to make plays in the early game. Sometimes they didn't work, but he still is trying to make plays for his team here.
Yeah, he does have a 9 kill participation out of 11, so he's been part of a lot of the kills for Thunder Panthers. When they do catch people out, they either A, don't finish them off quick enough to where the rotations come over and the collapse comes from Real Got Carried, or they try to focus down the Braum and the tanks and not kill the 2 main damage dealers of Real Got Carried, which is that Jinx Yasuo. It looks like Real Got Carried is going to push up here, trying to get that minion hit with that Baron buff. It will fall easily.
It's really tough to face this Mongol combo team here, but we do have a hook onto Braum. Nothing's really going to happen. They're all going to back away. Braum taking a good chunk of his health, though. What they should do, Thunder Panthers, they should just straight up engage. Like, Braum's low. Lee Sin was fairly low. They should have just engaged right there, actually, to try to kind of get the Baron buff
off of some of the numbers. Lee Sin going in for the inside, gets Ezreal. Shen all coming in, but that's not going to be enough. Ezreal's going down. Let's Bounce is used, and Zach's going to go down. We have Ho-Ho's going down here from Jinx, getting that double kill. Malphite gets a kill. Jinx, I believe, with a triple. And the BM icon's coming out. The level 5 mastery being spammed from this Braum here.
Yeah.
Really
How I'm
just-
paying, picking up that triple kill, saying, "Hey, I'm in this game too." KT Fresh can't have all the credit there. They are going to get this tier 2 with the Baron up minions. That was a nice play by Lee Sin, able to get to the Ezreal and combo that in. But they're going to say, hey, fuck the tier 2 tower. Let's end the game. QSS coming out from Yasuo. He's getting greedy. TF might finish it off. One more auto attack should do it. She flashes out.
Almost
right
runs
into
into
the
the
tower. Forgets that there's a tower, though. They only have one tower down. Don't forget the Ezreal's going to come out with that finish. But the Braum ultimate does save KT Fresh. Nice reaction time coming out for Braum. Oh, here comes the Destiny. They're really looking for it now. Malphite's back, and will he get to it? No.
No. He just get immediately wombo combo to burn everything on that Twisted Fate. But really good Lee Sin play from. I never get his name right, but really good Lee Sin play there. Getting that Ezreal, getting him instantly allowed. Zach actually going into picks up a kill. He does go down by the hands of this Malphite, and the dragon does go over, so got carried as well.
I do appreciate it. Zach went in, he got a kill. He didn't get the dragon, but he went in.
Yeah. And it's while Gorilla got carried is ahead in this game, Thunder Panthers they've always been trying to make moves through the beginning of the game, getting that first blood. A little bit of a misplayed there by Yasuo early, but still, like trying to make moves, getting that first blood. Kara's Twisted Fate. We do see some synergy here with the Shen and Twisted Fate alts. Like they're both communicating, saying, "Hey, okay, if you guys fight, we'll be here to back you up."
Yeah.
And it just hasn't favored them this entire game, which is so frustrating because they have been working together. They have been showing off that synergy that they have.
Yeah, and there's so much potential gold left for Thunder Panthers since they still have yet to get a tower. They didn't push their early lead that they have. They're trying to get picks and fights, but they didn't push their lead to get in towers. So let's see if maybe they only have one inhib down. And they have good wards in the jungle to spot where Grill got carried is coming from. So if they are able to defend well enough and keep that inhib standing and maybe get some picks out, and then they can just start getting these towers down and getting some potential gold coming their way and trying to get back into this. That's what they want to do.
Yeah, you see Lee Sin here building the Merc Sim. I don't think he's really valuing its stats. I think he's just kind of building it for fun here with this lead that they have. And as we see the items here, the Zizrat's portal will kind of stave off that aggression and kind of stave off that wave clear, but it just got taken down, so it's not available for a little bit.
I don't know if they put it there earlier before the tower fell, or they should have put it behind the inhib because it wasn't like it was pushing all the way up to the tier 3 anyway. That way they should have kept it safe. SQ coming out, landing on the Jinx. They're waiting for that mid super minion wave to push out. TF has to go take care of that. Good wind wall coming out, blocking that hook. Lee Sin's gonna go in, gonna get the knock up and ult onto Yasuo. Bouncy time coming up, knocking out a whole bunch of minions.
Braum's gonna ulti. Let's see, Thresh is gonna be the only one going down. Shin's gonna follow down. He comes in. They are gonna pick up a double kill with Malphite and Lee Sin going down. Jinx hitting crit rockets. Actually gets the rocket does land on Ezreal in the back line. Zach's gonna go down as passive. Jinx gonna pick that up. KT Fresh in the back line as well, taking out the carries. Good fight underneath the tower. The tower does not fall, but not enough damage coming out, not enough focus onto the main damage dealers. On Grill got carried. Tornado's gonna come out. Blue card damage.
Yeah, we see a really good initiation there from Lee Sin once again, getting the 2-man kick, setting up for the Yasuo ultimate. Really good Lee Sin play there. Definitely a champion that teams in the future may consider banning. But this should be the game here. They're just so far ahead. The taunt will go on to KT Fresh as well as the Sun card, and he's going to go down. Can they catch Hotline Ping? They can. And yes, that's gonna be another shutdown. So
You say games, I say comebacks. They only got one Nexus tower down. They were trying to kill him back in the fountain. Braum goes down. He wasn't able to back fast enough. TF catches him out. The mid and Hibs off. They didn't get the bot tower. They only got one Nexus turret.
Baron's up in 5 seconds.
Baron's up in 5 seconds with 2 of their main damage dealers and 3 of them down, plus Braum. They could force a Baron here. Malphite's going to ward it, knowing what they're going to do. Zach's up as well. They could do this. Lee Sin is up. But then again, they don't have Jinx and they don't have KT Fresh or Braum. They're down for 20 seconds.
The steal is possible with Lee Sin being a very, very mobile champion as well.
QSS coming down.
QSS.
Bounty time. No need to level 5 master that. You shouldn't have QSS. They are going to try for the Baron. It's going to be make or break Baron. KT Fresh and all three members on Girl Got Carried's up. They're all going to be rushing towards the Baron. Let's see what happens here. It's down to 7k health.
So
These Sin's Spanish. They're going to know that they're going to do it, but it is make or break time for Thunder Panthers. They have to do it. They're going to do or die trying. Ultimate does come out. Lee Sin does steal it. Q and steal a nice 3-man knockup by Malphite. Malphite's going to get all. He's going to get focused down. Daunt is picking up the kill there. The rest of the Girl Got Carried. They are low, but they do have the Baron. Nice play coming out from Ho-Ho. They're going to go in and do or die. They said, fuck it, we have to do it. Takio really low. Hotline Ping picking up the kill. And KT Fresh killing the carries. Just sliding through bitches. Shin's going to ultimate on to Zach to get away. No, he's not. He's going to die.
Yeah, this now should be the game. That Baron steal came up big. While Thunder Panthers did not win that fight, they did try to make that play. They saw, hey, we got Yasuo and the Jinx. We got to take this Baron. If we do, we can hold off a little bit longer. It didn't go their way, but they did try to make plays all throughout this game. So they shouldn't get too discouraged here. They did really try to make some plays here, put some aggression on this team. Let's bounce is used. Nothing's really gonna happen. He's gonna go down. They're looking for this kill on Ho-Ho's in the fountain. These rockets just keep coming in from Jinx. Ezreal is up, trying to spam out those Qs. Oh, pulls Braum into the fountain. That's a kill. Yasuo going in. Gets taken down as well, but that would be the game. Girl Got Carried takes the victory over Thunder Panthers.
31-minute victory for Girl Got Carried. I didn't want to say it was a clean victory. There were some slip-ups there. They were behind the early game. Thunder Panthers playing a really well game. Not able to pick up a lot of towers. I think that's one of the main reasons they faltered and lost this game is they had the lead. They just didn't. They were looking more for kills and picks and team deathmatching rather than trying to go for towers and getting that pressure game down early. And while Yasuo was already behind.
Yeah. As we saw, there's just a fate really trying to make some plays on the map. And I guess if those team fights had gone their way, they would have been able to take towers, kind of snowball that lead. It didn't go their way, unfortunately, and they weren't able to get any towers from that. The global gold was still on the map. They just couldn't access it in that game.
Yeah, definitely. So Girl Got Carried remains undefeated, 6-0 right now for the week 4. No one has yet to beat them. Thunder Panthers tries. They might showed some weaknesses there. Might force out another ban from Yasuo from KT Fresh. Hotline Ping still showing that he's relevant in the game. Later on, not trying to steal. KT Fresh not trying to hog all the glory there. Next game we got going up is going to be another slugfest. It's going to be Team Solid Gold versus Tail No Tails, 2 teams that are in the middle of the pack. We're going to take on a short break, and we'll be right back for that. Stay tuned. All right, coming up on here, our last and third and final game of the night is Team Solid Gold versus Tell No Tales. Mike's so sensitive. So Team Solid Gold versus Tell No Tales, last game of the night, week 4, day 2. We saw some amazing games earlier on from Thunder Panthers versus Girl Got Carried, where Girl Got Carried picked up the win, and a really good first game of the night with Feel the Burn versus Team Solid Bot. Well, Feel the Burn came up with the win. What do you think of the last game?
It should be pretty interesting. Both these teams, I think, are middle of the pack as well, and so they'll be fighting for those upper spots. So hopefully we'll see some strategy, some good old brawls, and some good team fighting. We'll see once we get into game.
Yep. Let's go right into champion slot. Let's not waste any time and hop right into it. Where you now can see our pretty faces, our reactions to the picks. All right, so it looks like Team Solid Gold waiting for the first ban coming out here. See what they ban.
And I believe do we have any subs this game? I think we have one sub for Team Solid Gold.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about Tell No Tales, but we have Pantheon banned out right away. Definitely targeted at STL cards. He's been playing Pantheon a lot in these games here. Lux as well banned out from Tell No Tales.
Yeah, and there is a ban, or not ban, a sub. It's going to be LOL smiley face for, no, never mind. There's going to be no subs this game. Correct?
Shadow Slayer.
Shadow Slayer.
For
Shadow
Solid Gold.
Yeah. Shadow Slayer first. KT, right. So, one sub. So it looks like Tom Kench, Pantheon, Lux, and Fiora. Fiora's a bitch, ban her out. Lux is a bitch, ban her out.
Pantheon's a man, but he's banned.
But he's banned. I don't know if that's targeted or what, but he was playing in IEM, so maybe that's why. It's Tom, Gragas, he's a really high pick jungler. That's the only strategic ban I see coming out. We're just getting rid of that Gragas, so they don't have to deal with it. And Tom Kench he's just basically a freeze onions every couple seconds when his W's off cooldown. A free moving zone with extra shields.
Kog'Maw final ban makes sense. Kog'Maw. We've talked on this like almost every week. He's just really strong.
He was pick banned for all this week until the last game where they didn't pick him or ban him.
They hovered him though.
They hovered him, but he is banned out this game.
Hovering Thresh. Will that be the lock-in Thresh? A lot of these supports really well-rounded. Nautilus also really good, but he's better I'd argue in better top lane. Really strong top engaged build. Zedrots can shove it in. Tell No Tales answers with their bot lane though. Lucian, Braum, really good combo. Can proc the Braum passive really easily.
Yep. They want to select that bot lane. They want to get their bot lane solidified. Nautilus not giving away that much on the team comp. He's just a really strong, solid, tanky top lane that can also build ZZ Rock Banner and be annoying. They're hovering the Shyvana, which is a really good solo queue jungler at the moment. Really strong with that Devour coming back into play since a lot of the other junglers got either banned out or nerfed. I think that might be a Shyvana jungle. We'll see here.
Let's see if it gets locked in.
And then the Ashe gets locked in.
Yeah, Ashe into Braum. Lucian, she's gonna have to be real careful not to get tagged with that Braum passive because, as we know, she's pretty immobile. Only you can use her flash or heal to escape. But she's good at making picks, so we'll have to see if Ashe here can find some of those picks. I'm not even gonna try to say that name.
Yep. Agati Bloodgar. Yeah, well, Shyvana is locked in. It's going to be a lot of slows and CC so far coming out from Team Solid Gold when there's only one form of CC. The Donger is hovered, but I don't think it's going to be locked. If it is, it's going to be awesome. I hope it's a ZZ Rod banner.
Yeah. That'd be awesome if we could see the Donger, but I highly doubt we're going to see him here.
It would be good against Nautilus.
Yeah.
Nautilus has to melee form everything he attacks.
Pretty interesting. I believe Mother Brain also is a Lux player, so it's pretty interesting that the Tell No Tales actually banned Lux. So I'm pretty sure he's a very avid Lux player.
They don't have any faith. They banned him out.
On the other side, though, I know Goku is also a Lux player, so they just rather get rid of that and not have to deal with it. Malawi and Velikaz is locked in. Faker played today.
Faker did play in the game and didn't pick up a win against Fnatic, and then Alawi. We had an Alawi early on in the early weeks, which the team did not. They didn't. I don't know if it was Tails, but they didn't make it work that well. So let's see if Tails can make Alawi work in the top lane.
Katarina being locked in real quickly here.
Yes. Bloodbath. That's
Katarina is just gonna be going for those resets. Ash or Nautilus, they can set up picks for Katarina really well with their ultimates. We do have a lot of CC here to kind of stop the ultimate. We have the Vel'Koz, his E, his little knockup, and the Braum passive as well, the ultimate. And the Braum shield will actually stop some of those.
The daggers.
Yeah, the daggers coming out. So.
But Katarina did get buffed. That's 6.4 with Q damage, and that is going to be Garen as well locked in. So this is definitely a go-in type of team comp with Ash sitting in the back.
Really tanky.
And that's going to be a Nautilus support.
Yeah. Too. Garen, Nautilus, Shyvana, minus the Devourer. Shyvana will be tanky, but pretty tanky team as well as good initiation from Nautilus, Ash, follow up by Shyvana, Garen, and obviously the Katarina.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of CC that could deal with that Katarina, except for Vel'Koz knockup and the Braum ultimate. That's the only thing that could stop that channel of the bouncing blades.
We'll have to see what this last pick is for STL cards. Jungler, Pantheon, and Gragas have been banned, so he will not get those champions. Wonder what he's going to go with here. Volibear. Oh, Volibear can stop the Katarina as well as engage. So Volibear really strong early. I know you play Udyr.
Yeah. I also play a little bit of Volibear when Udyr's banned. So he's a really good early to mid-game jungler just because of the flip, the slow, and then the bite. He builds tank and he does more damage. So his bite does a lot of damage. So definitely two team fighting teams coming out. We don't look for any split. There's no split pushing on the side of Tails, and they got no kind of split pushing threat on the side of Team Solid Gold. It's basically a 5v5 bloodbath. Which one can come out first?
Yep, these teams do look like they're just going to be brawling constantly. We just have a ton of initiation from both teams. A lot of team fighters, Katarina, Shyvana. Alawi is also really good at team fighting if she can land that ultimate on like 2 or more people, get those tentacles up. So I'm really excited to see how this plays out.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and jump right in the ships, or no, we won't. We'll go jump in the game. Not yet. We're not ready. Dang you, production team member. What I was gonna say is you can't. I want to say if Tails gets a good fight in corridors or in a closed space, they win. But then again, if Team Solid Gold gets a good fight in closed corridors, they win. Because Garen, he can just spin on a couple of them. Katarina will have access to hitting all of them at once. Ash, all she has to do is hit W and sit in the back with Hurricane and apply her slows. Shyvana, if she gets the close corridor, she'll be able to ult in onto the big team. Same with Nautilus, he can just sit there and E and get that knock up with his ultimate. If you follow up with close corridors, Vel'Koz ult, Lucian ult, Braum ult to slow him, and then followed by the Alawi ult with the tentacles on the walls. And I'm being told we are good to go, so we're going to hop right in the game. Waste no time. Team Solid Gold versus Tails. It's going to be a bloodbath. Let's see who comes out on top first.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of which team gets the initiation off, I guess, cleaner or before the other team has a chance to react. Both teams have really good initiation capabilities. We see Volibear on one side. We also see Vel'Koz can possibly initiate Braum. On the other side, we see Nautilus. We see Ash. And we see Shyvana. So it's really going to come down to which team can really come together cohesively and pull off those team fights and initiations.
And here we go. If Alawi can get her pull the soul spirit, I think it's the E.
Yeah.
Pull it from the body right before a team fight, and they're able to kill it. That'll be huge because one will add another tentacle, and then 2, during the middle of the team fight, the team's not going to be focused on killing tentacles, so that'll be free slappage from the Alawi passive on the E. So here we go. Let's see if there's going to be level 1 cheese. It looks like they're just going to go straight on down to the lanes, respectively.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
And let's see. Well, See boots coming out from Katarina, pretty standard. The only like kind of odd thing is that Alawi is starting longsword 3 potions. I'd say it's like a greedy start. I mean, she can start Doran's blade, Doran's shield, but I think longsword is pretty greedy. It doesn't give you that health that Doran's does. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what she's doing. I guess she wants to get an early head start towards the Black Cleaver. Let's see what happens here. They're just checking each other out. Garen's just chilling in her tower. Doesn't even want to help defend his jungle.
We do see Volibear though, starting looks to be his red side. He's probably knowing that Shyvana will want to invade. He's just gonna dance around here. But yeah, he's gonna get that help from Alawi and prevent that loss of buff that otherwise Shyvana might have been able to capitalize on.
Yep, Shyvana's just going to be hard farming here trying to stack the Devour unless she decides to go send her whole Warrior. The Devour is the optimal choice on her. Velka, typical put out from Alawi. Don't know how that's going to work out. Garen versus Alawi in the top lane. Don't know who actually has the advantage there. We'll find out because you don't see Alawi play very much. So
this is, I think, the second time. Yeah, second time.
And first time for both Velkaz and Katarina, right?
Yeah, I believe and first time.
Shyvana as well.
Yeah, Shyvana
Maybe
recently making that appearance. Ash is first time Ash? I'm not sure. Pretty good trade for Garen though in the top lane, taking Alawi down to about half.
Yeah, all he has to do is
Be
Q.
careful. Spin this. Oh, but the Volibear gank, level 1
Force
flash.
the flash.
Volibear is going to catch up with that Q. It's slow. Can he turn it back onto? Oh, turns it, gets the first blood onto Alawi. Wow, that I have to say that was a mistake from Alawi, just getting that close. Just let Volibear finish off the kill. Garen didn't have any flash. Didn't have a flash left, and Volibear had the red buff. I have to say that was a mistake from Alawi there.
Yeah, I have to agree. Alawi getting greedy, wanting to go back in. Looks like Katarina's going to be in the wrong place, wrong time, but she's going to jump out, flash for a flash. Rolling Thunder is going to flip her. She's going to hit that W for that movement speed. Whack. Q comes out. Geometry does work. Velkaz getting that Q to slow her down, and then one more auto attack from Volibear, picking up 2 kills so far in 2 different lanes, but the passive's going to get procced down here, and now those fights are breaking down. It's not even a team fight yet. Exhausted from Ash. Braum's going to put up the shield, stand behind me. It looks like they're focusing down Nautilus. Exhaust wasted on the on the Ash right now, so Braum doesn't have an exhaust. Garen's like, get out of here, tentacles.
Yeah, those tentacles really annoying and really hard to click on as well.
Yeah.
So Alawi back in the top lane. Yeah, apart from that first blood, still pretty even. Garen's trying to be that a little bit aggressive there, get up in your face.
Garen does have the first blood, but that's one weakness is the silence of Q coming out from Garen. She's not able to hit those spells that she wants to, making the tentacles attack him or getting that health back from that Q. Also, when you play Alawi, it's kind of hard to even know how to set up your tentacles or even how that works because you actually don't know how that works. That is for him to spawn when you walk to a new area.
We have to keep in mind here that the top jungle and the mid laner for Team Solid Gold really, I guess they lack CC. Shyvana's the only one. We see Shyvana actually coming in for a gank here, forcing the flash from Alawi. But yeah, they kind of lack CC with this team here. So if there was a gank to be mid or top like we just saw, there's not really a lot of kill pressure other than just like running at them and hoping that you can catch up to them. All the CC on their team really comes from the bot lane. And speaking of the bot lane, Braum passive lands onto Nautilus here. It looks like he's going to go down. Lucian will pick that up. Braum passive landing onto this Ash. Stuns up as well. Almost killed 618 mixed slave here, but he will live to fight another day.
Yeah, good use of Volibear just sitting in the bush waiting, but Shyvana's going to come around for a second time game. Throws down that Edge, gets that massive damage. Looks like she's going to tower dive for that, doing tons of damage. That's what the point of Shyvana. If you land that E, your auto attacks and the rest of your abilities do a lot of damage, but the Soul Vessel comes out, so she's going to get randomly slapped by tentacles unless she destroys 3 of them. Her and her allies destroy 3 of them by her. Rom's going to sit there and try to get that winner's bite off. To the bot lane. He does. Followed up by Lucian. Again, there's that combo, that really bad or good bot lane combo. It's hard to fight off. Lucian, you need that double shot off with his passive, combined with Brahm's passive. Able to stun people up really fast.
Yeah, but Lucian looks to be out of mana here, so there wasn't really too much follow-up for that. Ashe sticking around with... She has both summoners, but is very low on health and mana. And the wave is pushing towards Tell No Tales, so if they wanted to, they could just kind of freeze it away and keep that Ashe in a vulnerable position.
Yeah. And if you look at the builds here, Volibear actually went boots of swiftness first. He wants to get that speed. He wants to chase people down, and it tells the viewers and us that he's looking to gank lanes, which he's going back top lane to revisit Garen. If you can see his movement speed already, plus the Rolling Thunder, he gets movement speed going towards champions. Garen's just going to tank the tentacle. Volibear's going to sit there. He knows it's not warded.
Yeah, I guess kind of poor timing on this gank though, knowing that Garen was, the passive of that soul and the tentacles was triggered onto him, knowing he'd be kind of sitting back in his turret trying to avoid these tentacles. Not sure why you would go up there to try to gank him, knowing that he wouldn't be pushed up in his lane.
Yeah, Volibear's going to be forced to that. Garen hitting 6, Volibear becomes the villain because he has 2 kills. On the enemy team, he has the most kills recently, so he will be the villain, doing true damage. Garen will be doing true damage to him until the picture changes, and a new person becomes the villain, or he dies.
Volibear going back to his red. Shyvana does have that huge 20 CS lead. Level 6, Volibear just got level 5. Nope, still level 4, just got level 5 now. But Shyvana does have that huge lead. Really ahead of Volibear and has that kill, but Volibear trying to play for that team, trying to gank constantly here. And he's going to come out into lane, going to use that Rolling Thunder, force the flash from Garen. Flash burned, successful gank.
Yeah, another flash burned. Every time flash comes back up for Garen, Volibear is there to waste it. One thing that Shyvana does better is she does have a faster clear speed than Volibear. But Volibear, again, has 2 kills and 1 assist. Again, like you said, he's playing for the team. He's trying to get off as many ganks as possible. He doesn't want to sit in his jungle. He wants to take advantage of his early to mid-game presence that he has. Shyvana's going to go up, sweep it, and take this blue buff here. She is going to Devour, so she did finish Devour.
And we'll be stacking that.
Yeah, she is stacking that very fast here. Braum ultimate comes down, forced heal onto Ashe, exhaust onto Lucian. But Lucian comes through with this kill. Braum passive also forced onto Nautilus, and he goes down. Shyvana ult, really good ult, gets in the middle of their team. Exhaust, though, is also going down onto Shyvana, and Shyvana's just going to limp away, nearly dead. What that is still 2 kills for the Tell No Tales' bot lane.
Yeah, it could have been a third one and possibly double buffs over to Lucian. Good thing she escaped, though. Geometry? Geometry. Vel'Koz is so annoying to lane against because he doesn't run out of mana, and his damage is just abusive.
Yeah, he can get that true damage with those once he procs his passive 3 times.
Yep.
Volibear here just kind of knowing that Shyvana was low, just take some of her jungle, steal that away, try to slow down her Devour stacking speed here. Just gotta leave that 1 Raptor. So she can't. He'll take that time to reset that camp. Katarina slightly ahead of Vel'Koz in CS. Once she hits 6, she has insane kill potential. We have Shyvana put that pink down, get the Rift Scuttle. Rift Scuttle is actually, I'll give you 2 stacks.
5 stacks.
5?
Yeah, 6 point.
Rift Herald.
Oh, Rift Scuttle gives you 2. Yeah, Rift Herald gives you 5. My bad. So, they will be changing next patch 6.5. Rift Herald will be giving you 2 stacks now, just like the Scuttle, instead of 5. So
That will
that kill went to Katarina, does that mean Shyvana does not get those 5 stacks?
She does. She does.
Okay.
It counts if you touch it or
Okay.
if you assist in it.
So yeah, they're going to give that to Garen. That'll help him kind of win back some of that lane pressure against Alawi. We have this gank here from Shyvana, putting down the Dragon's Breath, using that burnout.
Ooh, nice.
Soul, the turret will actually help kill that Soul, and that's going to trigger the tether.
Yeah.
So those tentacles are going to start spawning.
And that was a good
damage. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, we just have a double kill. So what's happened here? Volibear coming down just straight up through the ward. Loses Swiftness, doesn't care, flashes in, actually picks off the Ashe. And that's just going to be an easy double kill with the Braum passive as well. Just coming in straight through the ward.
He's gonna look for the justice. Not gonna be enough though.
About 100 health off.
Yeah. Looks like the red team's gonna try to pick up an early dragon here, since they did get a double kill bot lane.
72 kills.
Volibear really showing his early mid game.
Yeah, Volibear is coming up big. He also went for the Bombi Cinder.
Yeah, he wants to get that health, as much health as he possibly can with that burn, so he can sit more clear speed and just sit on people.
Not going for that other XP item though, as you called me out on once in one of our previous games.
Yeah, it's true though. If you don't get the Hunter's Talisman or the second part of the your jungle item, it gives you plus 15 XP per camp, so you're missing out on all those levels. And Volibear back in a really bad spot. Looks like he's gonna roll and thunder away. They're gonna catch him out. They go in as a team, get those deep wards, go out as a team.
We haven't really seen a lot of action in the mid lane apart from that early gank from Volibear
Yeah,
getting that kill.
I'm surprised he just didn't get his jungle item smite and then go Deadman's, rush Deadman's to get that early. Because honestly, Cinderhulk on Volibear didn't really do you that much.
Yeah, could have gone Stalker's Blade for that slow would have really helped with ganks as well.
Yeah.
But those boosts of swiftness are coming in big. As we saw, he just runs right through that ward bot lane and gets that double kill for his team.
I think we'll see an Ashe pentakill this game. It's really easy to get a pentakill with all those resets.
We haven't actually seen the Ashe arrow come out yet in
Ashe. Cat.
Katarina.
Katarina. How's that?
But
There'll be a gank upon Alawi, Tentacle form coming out, slapping people, they're running away. She's really good in 2v1 situations, aka she can 1v2 anybody she likes. She's gonna go in, tentacles are spawning everywhere. There's gonna be a flash from Shyvana, the burning circle comes out. Khaleesi, kill people. Oh, she turns into a dragon running away from Volibear. Dragon's afraid of the bear.
yeah,
And it's gonna be that. She will pick up a kill in Alawi though.
really good attempt though from Malawi.
Yeah.
Getting 3 tentacles down, I believe, with that ultimate. And they're looking to dive here with Vel'Koz coming up.
Thunder slows,
Force
forces
of the
the flash.
Wow. Volibear really just putting a ton of pressure out with these flashes here for these forcing. Really helping his team get this like pressure edge. Like if say bot lane tries a 2v2, they always gotta wonder if Volibear's just gonna come out of the bush and just run at him.
Yeah, with all the flashes going down, that means all the next fights that happen, they're missing flashes and they can't escape or get better positioning. So
Yeah.
that's just a negative impact for later on down the road. It's going to be down for 5 minutes, and also that tells him, hey, my lane's going to be gankable even more now because
Yeah.
I can't escape.
While Ashe is down 2 kills, she is slightly ahead of Lucian in CS. That's good.
Volibear
Good
rolling
sign
thunder,
here.
right?
Volibear on top.
Lips him. This is the tentacle. Vel'Koz ult coming out. Laser beam.
Bites him.
Bites him. Bites a kill.
Garen's down.
Garen's
Yeah.
dead.
Just kind of a little bit overextended there. There was no turret as well as no mid laner. I don't know if that was just a communication error where Katarina just didn't tell Garen that, hey, Vel'Koz is missing, but they pull off that 3-man gank, and it's just a pretty easy kill there to be picked up.
Yeah, nice roam up there by Vel'Koz. Looks like they're going to be pressuring down here in the bot lane. 3-0 Lucian. Not what you want if you're the blue team. It's very strong. AD carry once he's ahead. Katarina looking for the roam, but they're going to know she's there because of that pink ward. She's going to try to clear that. They're already pushed up. Is she going to stay and try to make something of this?
Katarina can get those resets with the Ash Arrow though, so we'll see if that comes out or not. But Katarina not really in the position to just run in. She's gonna have to find some way to cross all that space and get in with her ultimate.
Yep, Vel'Koz meanwhile pushing up mid since Cat's away. Katarina has to go back and answer that.
And it looks like Volibear and Alawi doing the risk over here. It'll be one for each team, I believe, and they're going to give it to Volibear or Alawi, which...
They gave it to, I think they gave it to
I
Alawi.
believe they gave it to Alawi, yeah. Looking at the top lane right here, we see Garen building a Spirit Visage, and he also has that cloak as well, I believe it's called the Null Magic Mantle.
Weird that he's building a Spirit Visage
Yeah.
because Alawi does attack damage, so I think he just doesn't know what she does. Shyvana's going to fly in Dragon Form, miss. Asher's going to land on Lucian. Followed up by the Nautilus ult. Brahm's going to fall down. Big Q coming out from Nautilus. That's going to be a shutdown going towards Ashe. There's that CC that we were talking about during Champ Select. Just following up, Rolling Thunder. Coming out for Valior. Flash, flip, slow, electrify, and move. Slap, 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 slap. Bite. Bite to kill. There you go.
Ash does escape temporarily.
Rolling Thunder comes up. The slow's coming out. Shyvana's going to end up stopping. It's going to be a 2v1. The passive's going to get procced by Volibear, but that's not going to be enough. Shyvana's going to kill the bear. The half dragon kills the bear.
Yeah, before we were talking about top lane, we see Garen building a lot of magic resist. We didn't agree with that. But Alawi going for it looks like a trendy force. What do you think about that build?
I think she's building a Phage into a Iceborne Gauntlet just to add on some
yeah.
CC and slows. She's just not completing items. I don't know why. And then I also don't agree with Volibear building up double Giant belts.
Yeah, that's very inefficient actually.
And I think you should finish Dead Man's Plate to give him that speed. But dropping your Kool-Aid is actually going to escape with her life. The pops are popping, but the W flash W from Mother Brain. Tentacle forms coming out, slapping soul vessels. Dragon's going to get picked up for the blue team. This is going to be their first dragon, secured by Shyvana. She's going to get the stacks off that. She is sated. They're running from her Braum. They're running for her Vel'Koz. Geometry knockup's going to miss. Ash running for her life. Q's going to miss by Vel'Koz. Braum chasing. Winter's Bite comes out, does land. Oh, Geometry lands out for the Vel'Koz. The Q's going to hit him on the sidestep. Nautilus is not where he needs to be. There's 4 red versus 1 blue. Q comes out, does land on the turret. He is getting procced though. They are going to tower dive. Volley can easily tank this tower. Going to flip them right where Bug can take care of them. That's going to be 2 down on the blue team. Team solid goal. Tentacle Board coming out, slapping Garen's Shadow. Garen needs to fight this, otherwise he's going to become a vessel for the tentacles to slap him. And he will become a vessel. Looks like that's going to be a first tower falling down in favor of Tell No Tales. They're picking up a tier 3 bot lane tower.
You can just see advantages in every lane here. We see Alawi bullying out Garen from top. Katarina here solo dying to this Vel'Koz, and then just this roam from the Vel'Koz and Volibear coming down from bot lane gets him a kill on Ashe as well.
Yeah. 2K Golden going out here in favor for the red team. They're actually making this Alawi work, but dropping your Kool-Aid just solos out Alawi right quick, picking up a kill. Vel'Koz coming out there looking to get this mid lane tower. Garen's back, still the Spirit Vessel. Doesn't care, he's going to get slapped at the turret, but he's going to take it out anyway. He's going to take it like a man. They're applying a lot of pressure down here on this mid lane, trying to get that mid lane tower and open up the map.
It's 14-7 right now in favor of Tell No Tales. Let's see what happens. But Team Solid Gold is only down 2K, but they're still in this fight with the 4-0 Shyvana. Both junglers fed on each side.
We've talked a lot about items. We see actually Quicksilver Sash being picked up second by Lucian. You got the second after Essence Reaver. What do you think about this item?
I think that's really good because he's just getting locked down with CC from that last fight with that Ash Arrow, that Nautilus ult, and
You can't cleanse the Nautilus ult.
yeah, you can't cleanse the Nautilus ult or QSS it, but you can QSS the Ash Arrow.
Yeah.
So that's just one form of CC to get off, plus a little bit of magic resist that it gives from the Nautilus ult. A triple Giants belt coming up from Volibear. Again, double Giants belt's really inefficient. Triple Giants belt is just bad. So
Yeah, that's.
he needs to finish an item. He needs to
He
get
could have
Deadman's
gotten
point.
Deadman's. Yeah, he could have gotten Deadman's from this.
No matter how much health you stack on Giants belt, you still want, for just the amount of gold that you're putting into it, you still want the active and passive that the Deadman gets, plus the armor. Just stacking health's even not going to help you, even if you are Validator.
Yeah. We do see Shyvana completing the new Titanic Hydra, though. That's going to be big for her. She'll fast attack speed, getting that little cone of damage as well from the passive of the Hydra. That's a pretty big power spike for her, as well as she's 4-0.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Vel'Koz, he went Fiends first for the Magic Resist for Katarina. I think he should have went either Morel and Vel'Koz or the Spooky Ghost item, just for MR. I don't know if he needed that much MR. The Asher Herald is going to be a team fight right here in the mid lane. Brahm's going to drop the ult. It's going to hit Nautilus. Nautilus is going to get flipped right in the middle of get knocked up from the Braum. Nautilus will go down. Double Gat coming out to Ash. Ash is getting exhausted. Has the force ball here. Katarina's going in, spinning around. It's going to be a double kill for Katarina. She's going to get the reset. Will this be the triple kill on Vel'Koz? He's running for his life. Shyvana's going to steal it. What a KSing son of a... But now triple kill for Katarina. They're looking for people.
Yeah.
Volibear's going to run. Tentacle Porn versus Garen in the top lane. Going to get his spear caught again. He needs to fight that. That's the one thing you counter. You can't just run away from it. Volibear's going to get spawned out. Shyvana's going to chase him down with the W. That's going to get the speed. He's rolling Thunder away over the Scuttle, which will give him the speed. Shyvana still stops the chase. But double kill coming out from Katarina. Perfect time to use that ultimate.
Yeah,
They're in that team fight.
it looked bad at first for Team Solid Gold. The Ash arrow actually hit the Braum. Not really a target they wanted to hit, but then Katarina coming in from the flank just pops the ult, gets a double kill. Shyvana gets that third kill. So overall, it was a beneficial trade for Team Solid Gold.
Yeah. Let's see here. It looks like Tentacle Porn is going to get caught out. Titanic Hydra completed. That's going to be a lot of damage coming out for Shyvana. It looks like Tentacle Porn Lady is going down. She did finish her Black Cleaver. We're not going to do Baron. Team Solid Gold coming back into this, even though it's 15-11, 1K gold lead, 14 or Tell No Tales, but Team Solid Gold's finding picks and coming back into it.
Yeah, and right now it's kind of the battle of the junglers. Shyvana 6-0-3, and Volibear 7-1-3. Volibear actually does pick up this Warden's Mail now, 4 Randuins, I'm assuming, but the Deadman's would give him more speed and more. Like, get that initiation like even faster.
Deadman's definitely better than Randuin's, but he is going to get caught out there. Titanic Hydra doing a lot of damage. He's going to get caught up at the Asher on double gap. He's still running the passives being proc. That's going to help him survive. He's going to get a lot of heals out. Vel'Koz. Oh, looks like it's going to get stopped though. Katarina wants to go in for the resets. It's instantly destroyed. Tentacle Porn Lady's running with the Lantern. Going to go straight for Ash. Misses her Spirit Vessel. Going to get slowed down by the W. It's still going to be 2-0 in favor of Tell No Tales, but Shyvana's going to fly in, doesn't really give a shit. Vel'Koz is going to go down. The Titanic Hydra is doing tons of damage. Braum Passive is going to pick up a kill on Shyvana, not before she kills 2 of them. Garen's there, he's going to flash Justice coming down from the sky to mock you and right into your face. It's going to be Valley and Braum. Valley actually went back and picked up a lot of, or didn't pick up health, but still gets
flashes
for
no reason.
for nothing. Garen's doing a lot of damage, and Ash has slowed him down. This is a really good thing here. Volibear's going to go in again, rolling Thunder. They're doing the same thing over and over again. Ash is just going to W. He has to force to run back. Volibear has no passive. He's going to electrify everything, but not do enough damage. Boom. Nautilus's people, death timers are wearing off. People are coming back alive to the mid lane. It's just been fight over in this mid lane. Shyvana 8-1-4, doing lots of damage, going straight tank after Titanic Hydra.
Yeah, I'm guessing she's going for the Deadman's, and we saw when she met with Volibear, she just chunked Volibear to half instantly. The Asher came in. Again, though, not the best target. Volibear has passive. He was able to regen up, and he didn't actually die in that skirmish. But still, like, a good show of strength and aggression from Team Solid Gold there. With the Shyvana really doing a lot of damage. Ash, hey, you can hit the ult. It's better than not hitting the ult. And they come out positive again, I believe, for that skirmish.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a second dragon soloed out by Shyvana, because she's just, Titanic Hydra does so much damage. Picking up that second dragon for them, it's 2 towers to 2, 18-4 14 in favor of Tell No Tales. The Golden's just about even. Katarina's gonna get caught out though, getting it flipped, knocked up. She's gonna shumpone in, try to get as much damage off as she can, but she can't fight 3 of them at once. She does complete Luden's Echo. She's building towards that Zanya, so she can save herself and wait for the cooldowns to come off. Like I was saying, Random Zoman's not that really good of an item on Volibear first item build because you want that speed to catch up to people with Deadman's, and Random Zoman's more to protect yourself from those heavy hitter ADs, which all they have is Ashe and Garen. I mean, it'll slow them coming towards you, but it is Volibear. You're going in. You're not. It's more of a peel item. Something Braum would pick up. But it looks like he does get the Braum ulti on Nautilus. W comes out. Tentacle Porn Lady does get the Spirit Vessel on Garen. It's going to get procced. Exhaust comes out early onto the Ashe, so no exhaust on Braum. Tentacle's going to be slapping Garen. Garen does have Vel'Koz as the villain. That's who he's going to be looking for. What do you think on this double guy coming out to the face, forcing the heal from the Ashe, doing a lot of damage. Phantom Dancer on Lucian, Spirit Vessel, they're just fighting Team Deathmatch. I love it. Gonna kill that Spirit Vessel again onto Shyvana, and she's already low health. So she's gonna have to watch out. They're gonna be trying to force their way down mid lane, trying to get this tier 2 tower. Volibear is actually split pushing over there, getting the tier 2 tower in the top lane, and bot lane's pushing up against them. Another Spirit Vessel going out. Nautilus running for his life. So far, she's got like 3 Spirit Vessels out on everyone. Tentacle's just slapping everybody. This is the time to fight. The time to fight is now. They need to start pushing things down. Valley does get the tier 2 in the top lane. There looks like they're pushing the tier 2 down in the mid. Shyvana's still a Spirit Vessel. Garen failed Shumpo flash from Katarina. She gets the Braum passive. Geometry coming out, knocking people. They have to get away from the Spirit Tentacles, which are whacking things. 1, 2, slap, Tentacle Porn getting slowed down. Ton of damage going from Ashe. Spirit Vessel does go down, so there's 3 Spirit Vessels to distract them. No one's going to be following up on the red team. Looks like they're just going to get those towers and get that gold and go back. So that.
Yeah, we have to take into consideration here, Volibear with the 3 Giant Spell items, none of them build into Magic Resist. We have this Katarina who's going to be doing a ton of damage. Shyvana, the Devourer, does the on-hit magic damage. And Nautilus will also be doing a little bit of magic damage, so he's not really building any resistances for this Katarina. Katarina is the one that's going to be really like kind of shredding their team. Ashe will provide consistent damage, but Katarina's just going to jump in and go for that ultimate, so I'm thinking a Locket here. It looks like Braum is going to be building towards that Locket, but Volibear should probably start getting some magic resist pretty soon here.
Yeah, and with 2 Giant Spells, he has to build 2 more items with those Giant Spells for them to be cost effective, and the only 2 items left that make sense for him to build would be a Deadman and a Warmog, so let's see which one he goes first. Unless he just skips all that and just goes Spirit Visage and sits on those Giant Belts.
Yeah.
Shyvana 8-1-4. Volibear 7-1-6. Garen's pushing back out the top lane. Getting a Tentacle Lady. She's going to hit that Q. She does have the Iceborne Gauntlet and Black Cleaver. Shyvana Khaleesi's going to go in. Half Dragon going to miss her ultimate. Spirit Vessel coming down. She's slapping the minion wave with the Q. Garen does become the Spirit Vessel. Everyone's going to start roaming up. Everyone's going towards the top lane. Katarina's going to get caught out. She's going to have to force the Zanya as the ult's coming out from Vel'Koz. It's going to drop in your Kool-Aid. Spin to win. Justice coming out on Tentacle Lady. Lucian's going to get caught out. That's not where he needs to be. Flashing onto Shyvana. Flashes on the Lucian. Volibear there. Most electrifying move, doing a lot of damage. Fight comes out. Takes out Shyvana. They're going after Ashe. Nautilus trying to block and slow down as much people as possible. Ashe trying to go throughout the bushes. Nice jukes out here by Ashe, but not enough.
The lightning kills Ashe from the Volibear ultimate.
Triple kill for Volibear. Picking up.
And he did go Warmogs.
He did go Warmogs, so he's sitting on a lot of health. It's going to take a lot to kill Volibear, especially with his passive being up every 2 minutes that he loses it. So Garen's back up here. Has the Sunfire. Looks like he's going to go towards that Black Cleaver. 2k gold advantage towards Tell No Tales.
2k actually isn't that much considering there's 6 kills. 30 minutes, Volibear is going to tank this turret. I don't care. Has so much health and the health regen from the Warmogs.
It's definitely a raid boss, right?
Yeah.
Raid boss Volibear.
So it's going to look like Volibear will kind of just... I think he might be too tanky for TSG to take down because with Katarina's not really a tank killer. Katarina's trying to jump in, assassinate Vel'Koz or Lucian, or even like a low health Braum or Alawi, but she's not going to be going for that Volibear, and Volibear's just going to run right at her or right at Ashe. We see here Donut Buddy getting kind of caught out. Volibear unstoppable. The raid boss has arrived with these boots of swiftness. Ashe all alone. Ashe probably going to go down to this raid boss. Arrow in the face. Volibear just shrugs it off. Goes for the bite and takes down Ashe. But we see Dropping Yokule coming in, getting that kill. Of course, Zonia's Vel'Koz coming around from the back though. Vel'Koz with Athena's and Leandra's is doing an absurd amount of damage.
Oh yeah, definitely. There looks like they're going to try to collapse and trying to get another tier 2 tower for the red team. They're picking up a lot of towers here, 5-2 in towers. Garen's going to get knocked up here. Volibear is the villain. They're actually going for the top end here. They're too busy fighting that Tentacle Lady is actually tanking the tower. She's going to go down to the tower, not even going to get it, but do a lot of damage on it. So all she has to do is go back up and nick it a couple times. That's really big. Post 30 minutes, death timers are really long, so that's going to cost them. But Dragon's going to go in favor of Tell No Tales. It's going to be 2 for 2 for Dragons. That's the 4th Dragon in the game. 2 for each team. 5 towers to 2 in favor of Tell No Tales, and 25 kills to 18 in favor of Tell No Tales. With a 4K gold lead, they're really expanding this gold lead here. Let's see if they can run with it.
And the top inhibitor turrets, those will slowly regen health. So if Alawi doesn't even get close to those turrets, they'll slowly regen health back to full, and that progress will just be lost.
Yeah.
That execute was just, that was not good.
No, she had minions behind her. I don't know why she just didn't back up and let the minions tank it. She would have been able to get it even though someone showed up. She was so tanky that she could have just outlasted it. But it looks like they're trying to set up the Baron here. Blue does have the Baron boarded. You're going to fight for the Scuttler. It does go over to Volibear. Challenging Smite does go down for Shabana.
It does do a lot of damage to Volibear.
Roll of Thunder catches him right in the middle.
Wow, that was a really good Rolling Thunder thrown out of the
Katarina sitting over on the side. Let's see if she can make anything happen. She flashes in. Bouncing blades going off. Zonia's perfect time. Braum ultimate going down, but she will go down to Mother Brain's. Vel'Koz not doing enough damage and wants to assassinate the back line. She will go down. Garen's sitting there. It looks like they're going to think about... Nope. They're going to think about Baron. Tentacle Lady's on the way down. It's going to be a 5v4 if they do. Katarina's down. Shabana's low.
Shabana's still at half health with no ultimate, so there's really no way for her to enter the Baron pit if they do decide to go for it. So the steal is very limited. Vel'Koz doing his tentacle thing, flying around. Ashe getting caught out though. Stopped the raid boss in his tracks. Good guy Nautilus protecting his 80 carry, but there is 5 of them in the jungle here. Gonna throw the Nautilus. Raid boss pops a passive. He's just regenerating all the health to all the damage that he's taking here. Braum ult comes out and they'll just walk away with only Nautilus going down.
Yeah, honestly, what happens here is Volibear just runs in. He's able to tank so much that he just ignores the damage. He finds Ashe, and then he just runs to Ashe, and then the rest of the team just piles up behind Volibear. And they also have another tank line with Braum and Alawi. So once they get through Volibear, if they can, which they haven't yet, they have to go through 2 more tanks. And Nautilus actually being a really good support, standing in between Volibear and Ashe, so Volibear can't roll in Thunder Ashe. So
yeah.
Really good peel there coming out from Nautilus.
Yeah, definitely. Volibear here, 20 out of the 27 kill participation. Really showing up this game. Really trying to carry his team, kind of be that huge raid boss presence that we've just seen from him, and he's finally completed all of his giant spells, Steven. So those items are now actually very efficient on him.
Yeah, one more item. He looks like he's going to be going towards that either Steek's Gauge or Titanic Hydra. He can go 2 ways with that. Let's see which one he goes for, and then he'll have actually 6 items completed. He'll be sitting on a full item Volibear. He's sitting at level 16, so he has levels on the opposing team. Ashe is just a low mobility champion, just trying to survive this, honestly, and hitting those slows and getting people away from her. It's going to be a while until Dragon spawns, Baron's sitting there spawning, so teams are just taking account, trying to figure out what to do now. trying to push out waves, get wards down, and trying to find advantages here.
Yeah, it's still only roughly a 4K gold lead here for Tails. The members of Team Solid Gold have actually been farming really well. There's CS leads in every position, so that is definitely a plus for them. They can kind of keep the gold even with their CSing ability here. We've got a little bit of a skirmish in mid. Raid Boss taking some damage. He's going to wait like 5 seconds if his Warlock will regen it all. Soul coming out of Garen. Good amount of damage down there. Yep, there it goes. Raid Boss's Warlogs are just 87 health, everything. But yeah, it's just kind of a standoff in the mid lane. We'll see which team tries to use their initiation tools that they have first.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of waiting it out and waiting for those big, waiting for Dragon to come up and fight around Dragon, unless one of the teams just let the other have the Dragon and then try to force a lane down when the other team's not looking. Everyone's back and preparing. There's a minute left until Dragon, so that's why I think we'll see the fight unless someone honestly gets caught out before then.
Yeah, we see these builds coming in here. Nautilus, actually, he's got a Giant's Belt. He's got a Negatron Cloak. He's got what is that, a Chain Vest. So don't really know what he's building. Could be building a number of different things. My guess is he's probably going towards Zizrats. Zizrats in this game would be really good. I think Alawi's going towards that as well. To really allow you to control like the sideways, so you get set up for big objectives. And a lot of teams don't really think about that item when they're thinking about macro play of the game.
Yeah, definitely one thing that looks like they're clearing out boards here. We're going to be preparing for a big fight here in 25 seconds. Let me get my mouth ready. Tentacle Lady and Garen's even walking down from top lane. ZZ Rot also provides with these two 5v5 team comps to split the team up. They're pinging, red team's pinging for the top lane turret. Alawi's running straight towards it. Is she going to do that tank thing again with Volibear? Volibear and Alawi are going to tank it. It did regen a little bit, but maybe not enough. She's going to slap it with that Sheen Proc. It will go down. They do destroy the top lane in here from earlier. She does get the vengeance on the turret. They're all going to rotate down that way. Shyvana's going to be soloing out Dragon, so that's going to be a third Dragon going down for the blue team, but is it worth it? But top lane falls. Garen's going to go in and fall down. That's going to be a kill going over toward Telltale. This is going to be it. Shyvana's going to get the Dragon. The top lane inhibs going down. They're going to force their way over to the mid lane. Volibear's taking the turret. He's going to sit there and take the turret for days. The minion wave's up. He should just get out with the minion wave. Take it. Alawi's going to get caught out by dropping your Kool-Aid Nash. So many slows. So far, it's 1-1. Red team's gonna back off. That's gonna be top lane inhib for the third Dragon for the blue team. Ash Arrow's gonna go wide miss. Shyvana's gonna Dragon form onto Mother Brain. Velkhouse catch him out, force the flash. That's gonna be a double gap coming to the Shyvana's face, but she's really tanky. Volibear, Raid Boss still running away. His passive's gonna pop up. Oh, nice Q, gonna catch him down. He's gonna auto him one time. Rolling Thunder's coming out. Dropping your Kool-Aid's going down by Mother Brain. Mother Brain coming up huge with the geometry. Lucian, all two of the backline still alive. Nautilus going to get exhausted. They're going to slow down. It's going to be third person dropping on the Team Solid Gold side compared to one. Team Solid Gold's running for their lives. Shyvana only 1/3 health right now. Ash and Garen. Garen's coming up. He's going to have to stop his big old wave spinning on people. Oh my gosh. So, really bad team fight coming out from Team Solid Gold. Ash missing her arrow. They definitely didn't defend that top lane tower and just let Tell No Tales pick up that inhib. So let's see what happens then. All they got for it was the third Dragon. So it looks like Tell No Tales is going to want that middle inhib. This could be Shyvana though. Shyvana's coming in. She does have the Dragon form. She's already down to half health. Dragon or double gap comes up. Brown gets the passive off to Garen. They do defend the mid inhib. Looks like they're going to be rotating towards the bot lane maybe to get that tier 2, or they might be backing off just the. They might just get some jungle camps and back off.
I mean, we saw there like there's a really sloppy initiation from Team Solid Gold. Like the Ash Arrow missed. Shyvana dived in, but there was really no support from the rest of her team, and she just got melted. Really, Telltales are just really just. They're too tanky right now for Team Solid Gold to deal with. Like, there's really no tools to deal with the health that Telltale has stacked on their main tanks. Ash
not a tank buster. Katarina, definitely not going to be able to kill tanks straight up. Shyvana, maybe, but really with the support of Telltale's is Vel'Koz and Lucian and Braum, they're really not going to be able to kill the tanks very efficiently. So the longer the Volibear stays in, the longer he's soaking damage, the longer Mother Brain and Bug here have time to get off auto attacks and spells, and that's really what's led them to win these team fights.
Yeah, it looks like Lowy does finish that ZZ Rot, and she's going to put it in the bot lane, I think?
Yeah, I believe it's.
Vel'Koz still going untouched in team fights. Only died 2 times this game. Really coming up big, finishing a lot of his core items. Leandre's Void Staff, he's doing tons of damage, and a Zymus to protect himself. Everyone on Telltale's is doing a really good job. It's so for Team Solid Gold's really close game. Ash Arrow goes wide again, so that's another big engage tool or disengage tool down for Team Solid Gold. That's the second Ash Arrow missed this game.
That was a really good idea though. There was only Vel'Koz and Lucian there, so if the Ash Arrow hit, it would have hit one of their carries, so then the rest of the team could just pile in. Unfortunately, the Ash Arrow misses. They're down that cooldown. And it's really like the primary engage tool, apart from maybe a Nautilus hook into ultimate. Like they really don't have a lot of other engage tools here. The Soul Lens, Nautilus is gonna get tagged with that. Tentacle thing.
And Tier 2 tower does fall down for the blue team. Looks like Tentacle Lady's going to pull out another Spirit Vessel, and Shyvana's going to be running away. She will be tagged. She will be a Vessel along with Nautilus. There's a huge bottom lane wave, as well as Supers coming in the top. ZZ Rat's pushing down that bottom wave. Looks like they're going to be backing off, doing lots of damage to the middle lane, mid and head tower. They're looking for Baron.
Yeah, and there's absolutely no vision from Team Solid Gold here. They can't even leave their base. The Soul from Malawi, the Vessels are just spawning tentacles, but they gotta deal with those first. This Baron's already gone. There's literally no wards anywhere in their own jungle. They can't even get wards in their own jungle.
No, they're dealing with the tentacles, they're dealing with the ZZ Rocks. There's so much pressure Telltale's is putting down from the Alawi and just from the use of the macro play of having all the lanes pushing at once and getting that top lane inhib and opening up the base, and just the amount of wards that they're putting down throughout the game. But it looks like the blue team does get their inhibitor back. It's only a 6k gold difference. Giraffe and Kool-Aid doing some wave clear to try and get rid of that ZZ Rot, but Baron is up. Mid lane inhib tower is low. So they're grouping up, and they're trying to kill it, and they're going to try to get it. And then that's going to be a Titanic Kaiser coming out from Volibear, already making him just stronger and tanky. He's going to get a Rolling Thunder flash onto Ashe. She's going to force the flash away. Full Vel'Koz ultimate taking Shyvana right in the face. She has to drag her form backwards, so that's one more engage tool going back. Ash Arrow is up. Let's see if she decides to use it. Garen's split pushing top lane. That's not where he needs to be right now. The base is being taken. They're losing mid and hit. Top and hit's going down. Garen's actually finally coming back. Nautilus is up. They get the auto attack down on Tentacle Lady goes down to Shyvana. Now they're just playing base defense, but Tentacles are slapping them while they do it.
You see Braum here now has the Zizrat portal as well. So that just leads to ultimate, like the side lane control. They can put those on both sides, screw mid, let the waves build up, and then just initiate when the waves hit, so that way they have all 3 lanes just in shoving really, really fast. That's another Ash Arrow. That's the third one missed. I'm not even sure that was the right call.
Red team does pick up the dragon as well.
Yeah, you don't really want that Ash Arrow to hit the Volibear, the raid boss. The rest of his team's running him here, and this looks like a catch out to Volibear. That's not who you want to catch. The ultimate goes to Lucian though. Dropping Goku is trying to get in, takes down Lucian to about a quarter health, but not enough. Catching out Braum here. Shyvana goes in, ults in, flashes in. QSS from the Lucian gets away. Shyvana gets taken down here. But they're still chasing Garen, trying to lay down some of that damage. Volibear passive is popped. He is huge. The raid boss is coming in with that rolling thunder. Throws back Garen. Dropping out Kool-Aid, getting 2 kills here. Vel'Koz picks up Nautilus on the backside. Ashe, with the lifesteal, stays alive and takes down the raid boss. And also Katarina takes down a Lowy. So that was just a crazy, chaotic team fight. Only Mother Brain survives on this Vel'Koz. That was really chaotic, really unorganized. But their base, Ash does pick up a Guardian Angel. Their base is getting hammered by these super minions in the top and the middle. And I have to say, Telltale is kind of was really the first sign of like unorganized team fights that we've seen from them.
Yeah, and even with the Ash Arrow missing, Team Solid Gold was able to capitalize on that team fight. You saw during the middle of it, once Katarina went in and Zanya's most of that damage, Ash and Katarina actually went into the bushes on the side and waited for the rest of the Telltales to come up. And looks like Vel'Koz is going to get caught out. This is huge. Katarina jumps and bursts him straight on down. That's going to be a clean ace coming out from Team Solid Gold to pick it up. The death timer is going to be long, so while the rest of Telltales is going to be up, Vel'Koz is going to be down. Both Inhib, mid, and top are going to be still down for Team Solid Gold, but this is going to relieve some pressure to push the lanes out and maybe try to come back in this game. It's only a 2K gold difference. One team fight could decide this game. Death timers are getting really a minute long here, so one death could, or one pick could decide the game to where they just shove down mid. This is coming down to a 50-minute slugfest like C Nation versus Field of Burn yesterday.
Yeah, and we have to just remember though that Telltales has both of those inhibitors, so those lanes will be pushing. Zizrat's in the bot lane. We have Shyvana actually picking up one as well. So there's 3 Zizrats right now for Team Solid Gold, 2 Zizrats for Telltales.
And if I may say something, Valibear trades in his Boots of Swiftness for Thornmail.
Yeah, I guess he considers this Ash to just be doing a ton of damage here. So he's just going for that big, huge beefiness. And he has how many health bars does he have there? That's insane.
Garen actually bought a ZZ Rot too. So
yeah, we have actually double
ZZ Rots mid lane.
Yeah.
We'll slow it down.
Yeah, it will slow some of that. That triple. Wait, is that triple?
Who is? Oh yeah, Shyvana's a ZZ Rot.
Wait, there's. Oh yeah, there's triple Zizrats.
Oh my god.
And so that kind of slowed down some of those super minions, but they still have to deal with those 2 open inhibitors for now.
Yeah, Baron's gonna be
for bot side. They have a big wave.
ZZ Rot going down.
Yeah, Telltales has a big wave.
ZZ Rot going down.
Better kill it before it reaches the turret.
Kill it.
Now they're just gonna wait until the wave.
Oh, it looks like a big spirit vessel. This is one thing that they don't want to happen is get that spirit vessel down before the fight, so they have to worry about the tentacles. Bot and top are pushing in. They're at the base gates right now. This is do or die time for Team Solid Gold. TNT pushing in the bot with 2 ZZ Rots and a big, huge wave. Spirit vessel goes wide. Guardian Angel, Shyvana's are already down to half health. They're trying to clear that big, huge wave before it gets there. Mid lane's already pushing, breaching the gates, going up to the to the Nexus towers. Nautilus is going to become a vessel. There's one down. Tentacles are going to be flying. The base is falling, or the tower's falling thanks to ZZ Rots. People are going to go in, double gut to the face. Vel'Koz ult's going to go wrong. Yeah, the inhibitors do respawn. That's going to save them for a little bit.
There's minions on the inhibitors. There's 2 huge waves at each inhibitor. If they don't clear those are going down again.
But if they don't save the tower, they're going to lose everything. Let's see what happens here. Do or die time. ZZ Rot Portal still shooting out ZZ spawns. They're doing damage to the towers. Valibear is going to go up. He's chunked down to half health. He's being slowed. He's taking tower damage. That's not where he wants to be. Let's see what happens. Garen spinning the wind, trying to clear as much wave as they can. Shyvana's clearing out the waves. The inhibs will be saved. The inhibs will be saved. There's going to be no super minions pushing in the base. If Team Solid Gold wants to fight, they're going to fight now. Alao is going to go in. Tentacle Lady hits the ultimate really early. Spirit Vessel comes out. Does she hit it? Boom, boom, boom. Slaps going out. Garen spinning the wind and trying to get to Vel'Koz. He needs to get to Vel'Koz. He's going to spin to try to escape. He does live. People are living. Katarina, or Ash is half health. Katarina's waiting for her time. Will time be now? Shyvana's going to go in. Everyone still has their engagement tools up.
Double Zizrats just keep spamming and hitting that turret.
Double Gad up.
Those Zizrats are slowly taking down that turret. That turret has 200, 300 health.
Garen's coming back full health. The one thing blue team does have in their favor is that home guard advantage with the respawn for the health. Nautilus is coming back full health. Red team will have to back away. Baron's live, Dragon's live. They're going to know that they're there. They're taking out the ZZ Rats. They do stall the bait. They do stall the siege. And the inhibs do respawn. That's a lucky inhib respawns for the blue team. Otherwise, they would have probably lost the game there if the inhibs didn't respawn. But Dragon is live. Let's see if they're going to allow Red team to get this Dragon. If Red team does get this Dragon, they will ignore 20% less target aggro. So I think this is going to be highly contested. That's going to be a huge siege thing, or spirit vessel going out on Ashe, so she will have tentacles slapping her across the face. She's already half health. Looks like Shyvana's going to go in, but Volibear's going to smite it. Volibear versus Shyvana, Dragon versus Dragon. Vel'Koz's going to come out. Huge ultimate coming out for Tentacleborn. Tentacleborn Brahm's going to layer it down. Let's see, fucking clusterfuck. Ashe is going to have to ult flash out. Garen spinning onto the wrong targets. Double gat. It's going to blue team's falling left to right like flies. That's going to be a huge fight. That might be that's probably going to be the game. Ashe is the only one alive. It's going to be 4 people going down on Team Solid Gold. Huge ult coming out from Tentacle Alawi, layered with the Braum and the double gat. You know, it was just it was a team fight that TNT wanted. And looks like they're going to be taking all of the base. 3 inhibs going down. Ashe is trying. She got her GA popped.
Ashe is going down there. Flash
Not where she wanted to be.
Down. Yeah, huge.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? That lifesteal damage.
Huge ult though from Alawi. Alawi sitting in there. The whole team's coming to her. She's just like, allowing me to AFK. Puts down the ultimate. Gets 5 tentacles there, and that's just gonna really win them the game. Tell No Tale's taking this bloody game here after 37 kills in like 51 minutes. About 31 seconds, 32 seconds, and that's going to be the game. GG.
GG, well played. 51-minute slugfest between Team Solid Gold and Tell No Tales. Tell No Tales pulling up the victory here. What a draft by Tell No Tales. It actually worked out with the double ZZ Rot portals, and then Team Solid Gold tried to counter that with triple ZZ Rot portals, which... and then the Alawi tentacles, they made really good use of the spirit vessels, as we saw earlier.
Those would just chunk people. They'd have to send someone back to base to heal, and then they could just get that damage that they needed on the turret. The Alawi kind of had a rough laning phase, I think. Didn't do so well in lane, but then in team fights would really land those key ultimates, those key souls, pulling out their soul so they could get that damage down, make them vessels, and that really just set any initiation that Team Solid Gold would be doing, they would just get countered. It would just counter that.
Yeah, and that last team fight at the Dragon was basically just all 5 members walking into Alawi. And Alawi was so tanky right there. All she had to do was ultimate, and that's like 5 tentacles that pop out of the ground and just automatically start slapping everything in that
huge
zone.
Damage coming from Alawi. And Volibear, can't disregard the raid boss there coming in. So tanky, just running in, rolling thunder, boots of swiftness. He got those like super early. He really made a huge impact throughout the entire game.
Yeah, he was able to help snowball his team early to mid game. There was a couple slip ups. I think if he would have gotten taken advantage of with the triple Giants belt.
Yeah.
It's glad that he finished the items that he did. Otherwise, if that game would have went any longer and he sat on those, he would have got definitely taken advantage of. I definitely think he helped snowball the early team. It was a great 51-minute slugfest by both teams. Good defense going on by Team Solid Gold. So what a way to wrap up Week 4, Day 2 of SEMO League. Grill got carried, still undefeated. Tell No Tales coming up with a victory, and so is Fuel the Burn. And we saw a lot of good games yesterday. C Nation pulling up 2 wins, so good job, you. All right, I think that's going to be us for tonight. Thank you for coming over.
Yeah.
Jack, always, we got to thank Cameron and the pre-production.
Our production crew here.
Production crew team member behind the scenes, literally.
We're off for 2 weeks now while we're on spring break,
yes.
I believe.
Yeah, so everyone, we are off for 2 weeks. This next weekend,
this weekend.
This week, or this upcoming weekend, and the next weekend after that because of spring break. So that'll be a nice
weekend. We have games.
Yes, we have to have meets too, just for the schedule.
Yeah.
But
this 2 weeks off. Well, hopefully we'll see some more coordination. Hopefully teams will at least
review.
Watch these games. See what their opponents are doing. I believe we don't really start our round robin yet, do we? Or we're still at the end of our round robin.
Do not know.
Well,
I think after spring break we restart our round robin.
So hopefully then we can see a progression from the beginning of the split to like the end, where teams can kind of come together as a unit.
Yeah.
Watch the games, see like, okay, well, this person has been doing this, capitalize on these tendencies, and hopefully we'll see some more really good games out of these teams.
And hopefully a lot of these teams watch the VODs or past broadcasts and or the VODs on YouTube and just study the teammates and start practicing together. And after spring break, hopefully it's just a lot more competitive. And right now, the standings are really close and tight. Let's see if anyone's able to take out. Brutal got carried. The Jackson 5 being a dark horse coming from what was 1-4 or 0-4, coming up to 2-4. So who knows? They may have found their synergy and what works for them. Telltale Tales still coming up with interesting team comps every week and pulling out wins. So let's see what happens. That's it for me. I'm Steven Show McCarthy.
I'm Jack. Gucci or nothing.
Gucci or nothing. That's it for us tonight. Have a good night. Happy spring break. Be safe. Later.